In this week's episode, we're talking pirates. Like it or not, the attraction has reopened with new animatronics and more chickens. How's it look? Is there an improvement? And why is nobody talking about that other scene that was changed? Annual pass holders were up in a tizzy over the blackout changes last week, but were treated to another announcement that wasn't all bad. Pixar Pier's almost here, and with it comes a new Paint the Night float celebrating The Incredibles. Also, Grad Nite's 2019, AMC Downtown Disney closing, E3 reveals, and more on this red episode of the MousePIRE Podcast.
I'm Anthony.
I'm Diggs.
I'm Tim.
I'm Dan.
Welcome to MousePIRE, your source for Disney, Star Wars, and everything in between. This is the podcast where both empires collide. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the MousePIRE Podcast.
Hey, what's going on? Uh-oh.
The Apprentice Leaders.
What is this?
You best start believing in ghost stories, Miss Turner. You're in one.
Think help me hardly show up.
You never had a friend like me.
Some imagination, huh?
Made you look.
Happy New
what?
Year. Oh, what?
never
Happy
mind.
what?
Happy what?
Wait, what?
Happy birthday.
No, happy birthday is right because on Thursday is the 50th anniversary of the sailing ship Columbia.
Yes, and I wasn't there when it opened.
No, I don't think any of us were. Yeah, so Thursday, the day this podcast will probably come out, will be the 50th anniversary of the Columbia.
You
That's
think,
pretty good for
you think
50.
they'll have a button?
Yeah, pretty good. They might have a cast member pin. They've been doing a lot of pins for attraction anniversaries lately. Like, you know, that Grand Canyon one and the rocket ships one.
Those are pins, not buttons.
Yes.
Buttons, not pins.
They're pins, not
Hey!
buttons.
Hey,
I'm back.
it's Dan.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Hey, wait a minute. There was a
Wait.
completely different voice
No,
there.
I heard myself and I was like, oh, wow, I'm on the podcast.
I'm not just listening to
That
it.
wasn't,
Yeah.
that wasn't a call-in.
And it's
Yeah.
not Memorex. It's live.
Never.
Memorex.
That's a
All
dated
right.
joke.
So welcome back to the podcast, Dan, the
Hey.
mailman.
You know, I found the weapons of mass destruction I was looking for.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, it was
Okay.
just in the bathroom. But
Oh, okay.
I saw a cat in there.
Ew.
Oh. Hey, guess what? I went to the parks 4 times this past week.
yeah, you did, huh?
I did. It
Wow.
was crazy. Monday with you.
Yeah.
Last Monday with you.
Yeah.
And then I went on Thursday, Friday, and then I believe I went on Sunday, and then I was on there on Monday yesterday.
Wow, no invite either.
Oh my gosh! Well,
You know, I didn't go at all. I was in Arizona.
Yeah, it's been. How was Arizona? How was Tatooine?
It was hot,
Yeah, well, like today.
but it was the dry heat.
Oh, it's a dry.
It's the dry heat. No, it was actually, I could stand it much more because I'm not sweating.
Yeah.
But it's still hot. It was 106,
Ew.
but it was cool. We made the most
Oh, it
of
was
it.
hot.
We made the most of it and went to the museum. So.
he sent me pictures of lights. So it
Lights?
was really awesome. Stage lighting.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
How much is that light?
It's probably like a $600 light.
And they were just using it as a spotlight on some fake dinosaurs.
Really?
Yeah.
What museum did you go to?
The Natural History Museum
Oh, okay.
in Mesa.
Okay. Very cool.
So he was in Arizona. I was in Disneyland every damn day, basically. And you went to Grad Nite at Magic Mountain.
Yeah, I did. That's a different podcast, though. not the right one.
That's a whole nother Oprah.
You know what? I did go to Grad Nite at Magic Mountain, and I realized why I have a Disney pass.
That's funny.
Things just don't compare. I'm spoiled. Entitled. Man, hate it. But, it is what it is.
Hey, don't become one of those people.
No. I'm not going to complain about
We'll
the
talk
fact that
about-
I can't get in for 13 days next year. Oh,
Okay.
Not
Well,
me.
not yet.
13
Not-
whole days.
And Tim was at the park searching for rose gold backpacks and wallets.
Only
And
because
wallets?
only because you told us. No, I It's weird. These items come out sometimes, and you're just not sure what's going to happen with them. Diggs sent us the pictures. We were in the park also, and I figured I'll meet up with them in a little bit. We had some other things we were doing, and we were hanging out with some friends and stuff that are from Arizona. And
Anthony?
You were in Arizona.
Oh, never mind. I read that wrong.
Anthony was in Arizona. We were. Oh, thank you.
That is mine.
Oh, dang it. He's got a solo button.
I
had to trade for that.
Real quick, do you have a Last Jedi one?
Yes.
Okay, because I have 2 extra
Yes, I
Last
do have
Jedi
a Last
ones.
Jedi one. That was the actual round.
Oh, I
button.
just assumed you had one.
Oh, Tim
I
was
don't
talking.
know. I have to go look.
Well, you could look and let me know. I have 2.
Woohoo.
Hey, rose gold hats. What was it?
Do you have one?
Well, no, they've got these rose gold,
then
the
they're
rose
for you
gold
guys.
backpack, rose gold
Yeah.
wallet.
No, I did see 'em,
Goes
yeah.
with the ears. And at first I thought, that's just stupid. Nobody's going to want these. And
But
then
it's rose
literally
gold.
within about 15 minutes, I get message after message. They all want it. So we picked up, I think, like, what did I say, like 8 or something?
I don't even remember the number.
And
Of course you
four
did.
of the wallets, 8 of the backpacks, and then I think we're down to like the last pair.
What do
set
they
that
go
have.
for?
Their retail for
It was
like
$80.
like $90, 80, 90
It
bucks.
was $80 for the backpack and $50 for the wallet.
$80 for a
85
backpack.
85 plus tax. I'll say about $90 for the backpack, and then 50 for the wallet.
And your discount.
Well, I'm just
After
saying
your
what they go
discount.
for. Not everybody has to get in. Well, they're sold out in the park, but not everybody can get in there. They had them longer at the dress shop, which is where I saw Diggs. Not in, outside.
I was looking for a dress.
whoa.
I was looking for a dress. Okay?
Was it rose gold?
So-
they were sold out.
We
Hey, did you see that person that was trying to sell the backpack in your Disney garage sale group?
no.
And they
how
had
much-
bought it on eBay for like $140, and
Oh, right.
they were trying to resell it for. Oh no, they bought it for like $130 or something or $135 on eBay because they wanted it so bad. Now they don't want it anymore, and they're trying to sell it for $140.
Well, the thing is with these backpacks is that they've rose gold sequined the entire thing except the bottom. So when you put it on, if you're a girl and you're wearing any kind of tank top or like lacy blouse or something, it's going to scratch you. It's going to catch on the blouse. They should have done the back like in faux leather or something like the bottom.
Your
But
faux
they-
leather.
Even the straps are all,
The straps are sequined.
yeah.
That's wow.
I think the straps are sequined. I'd have to look on the picture, but nonetheless, part of it looked uncomfortable, and I think, if you want it bad enough, you're
Was
going
it,
to
was
deal.
it tearing ladies' shirts and stuff too? Because I thought I saw. a
I
post
think
about
it
that.
would be. I think it will, depending on what they wear, catch on certain stuff.
Yeah. Jansport doesn't do that.
Of course not. I'm trying to look for the picture of it.
Well,
to
that's going to
see.
be like a lot of the other backpacks and stuff you buy. I mean, I've heard of so many people with their Dooney and Burks where the bottom of it will completely rub.
Oh, no,
and
not the
like
strap.
holes and stuff will.
Oh no.
But the
Yeah.
back against the back, when Brittany put it on, she was like, "Ew, this feels weird."
So it's not like you're getting your back scratched.
Maybe if that's what you're into. I
Okay.
don't know.
Infamous back rake.
Right.
All right, so we got new scenes in the Pirates of the Caribbean we're talking about.
Yeah.
Been talking about that forever
Screw
now.
the haters.
And
Controversy.
people talking.
Rant.
Oh, that hurt.
Sorry.
So yeah, I was there when it opened. Well, not actually when it opened, but the day it opened. And first of all, I think I saw a lot of people saying that it was breaking down a lot in the morning,
Yeah, I heard that.
and which was really crazy. And I got there. The line was about 40 minutes. I didn't go on it yet. I was going to wait till nighttime to go. But of course, it broke down.
Well, Pirates is a bit of a shock during the day. You go in, it's all dark, and then you go outside and it's bright again. I prefer it at night when you walk outside.
I don't
Yeah,
mind
yeah.
it during the day because I get inside for about 15, 20 minutes.
But it's not like it's real cool in there. It's,
No, but it's better than being outside and it's not dry heat.
So yeah, anyway, I was planning to go later at night, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, and it broke down. So I did not get to go on it when it
Did
opened.
you just not check back or was it broken down the rest of the night?
I just kept checking the app,
Yeah.
and it never said it was open or open again. So I didn't get to go on it, but I
What are
did.
you doing over there?
He's talking. Don't be rude.
He's getting his protein.
Mm-hmm.
But I did go on it on Sunday.
How long was the wait then?
It was still 40 minutes.
So it hasn't changed.
Yeah, I didn't
Okay.
change. I mean, actually, I don't know if it was 40 minutes because it said 40 minutes, but I got in line and I was, doing the queue, and then the cast member said, "Are you with that party? Or are you your own party?" I said, "Oh, I'm not with them too." Okay, you wait here, please. We're gonna cut the line. So
No, I'm with them.
No, they cut the line.
Oh, behind you.
That's better for him.
Yes, I didn't have to go up the ramp, up the bridge. 'Cause the line was
catch you
going
at the bottom.
Yeah, the line was going up the bridge and then coming back. So they just cut me there. So the line got shorter.
I'll cut you.
Exactly.
Cut you.
So yeah, I went on it and I thought it was pretty cool. A lot of people, like
they
we said, were
booing? Were
complaining.
people booing?
No, there was no one booing or anything.
They're not going to boo. They're just going to complain on social media.
I'll boo.
Exactly.
I'll boo it. I'll boo you if you're up there too.
Yeah, I know.
So yeah, let's get to
You're stupid.
let's get to the nitty gritty because we all know we got Red, and we all know that she was coming. But before we get to one cool thing that I think Anthony wants to talk about, no one said about the two new other characters.
See,
The
that's
two
funny.
new men.
I'm trying to figure out why not, because I brought this up on our own podcast the other day, and my brother's like, "That's all I've seen on social media." I was like, "Where? I'm not seeing this."
About the other two
About
characters?
the other two things, yeah.
Well, no. We're not getting to that one yet. I'm talking
No, we're
about
talking about the auctioneer.
the auctioneer's
Yeah.
new, brand
Is
new.
that what you're talking about?
No. Okay.
The
No,
au-
we're talking about the auctioneer
the au-
and
and then the
larboard side lady.
Yes, she's
Okay.
new. So no one talked about how
She
they're
doesn't
new.
quite look as
Her face
round.
Her face is not as big as it was before that I thought, but she has chickens now. She's holding chickens.
well. Let's just
And
be.
they say
let's
something
just be,
different to her, right? It's not show me your larboard side. It's show me your chicken's butts or something.
Yeah, I don't. First of all, I just want to say
See
that
those chicken
everybody,
nuggets.
that besides everybody losing their shit over the fact that the woman is now a pirate instead of there was something else, but I'll give it to that later. Just people who maintaining it's not the same red. People just saying it's not the same red.
Well, see, everybody's so concerned
are you
with the redhead, they don't even
serious?
notice the other two characters.
It's like exactly, but no, there's just people over and over again. Just there's all the chickens. People just commenting so many.
There's animals all through that ride, man.
I
There's
know. It's like, why are you guys
There
making
was
a big
chickens
deal
in
about
that
there's
scene.
so many
Chickens,
chickens? It's like, settle down with all the chickens.
honestly,
I mean,
what
at
I'm
least
more-
as long as they're talking about chickens, they're not talking about how PC and SJW and throwing out all the stupid terms. But
What I'm more upset about than the visual change is the audio change. They should have kept the audio the way it was, or at least the taglines. The "We wants the redhead" and "Show me your larboard side." I mean, they could have made that work with animals, or
We
they're
want
not
the
gonna.
chicken.
They're not going to say we want the redhead if she's not up for auction.
right.
they could say, "We want the redhead's bid," or
She wasn't up for auction the first time.
Yeah, she wasn't up there.
Not yet, anyways.
Yeah, not yet.
That's the piece
They
we didn't
wanted
see 'cause
her
we,
to be.
We rode by on the boat.
All right. So the cool part about it is, I told Anthony that I got spoiled, and we're going to talk spoilers if people. I don't know. No one's talking about this, but anyway, someone said that Davy Jones wasn't up there anymore on the screen. So that spoiled it for me. I was kind of mad that they told me that I heard it.
But that's all that was spoiled.
Yes, that's all that was spoiled.
So he was going in just thinking that it was going to be like
the dark grotto again.
an empty dark grotto with no sound.
Well, y'all spoiled it for me because I haven't been on it yet.
Well, we're
Okay.
going to talk spoilers.
You know what? I'm not listening to this podcast on Thursday.
Bye.
All right,
Yeah,
so
are you going to spoil it now, though?
I'm going to spoil it now.
All right.
All right.
I mean, it went back to the original
Yes.
with the two pirates talking up there. So
You already knew that because we had the discussion.
We had the discussion
the other day. So I'm like, you're not
He spoiled
really.
it for me a couple days ago.
You're talking about on the fog
Rude.
screen. The fog screen, right?
yeah,
The fog screen is gone.
it's gone.
Finally.
That was like the best part of the whole ride.
Are you-
have
really?
you of evil
Oh
curses.
my god! Are you just
Thank
trying to start an argument now?
What don't you like about the fog screen?
Because it was the stupidest thing.
Says I.
No, I
It's
like
one of the most ineffective. It's
I
probably,
like the fog screen. It was awesome.
High five.
Hey,
But let me hear my butt.
But
I like it this way better.
Well,
yeah,
yeah.
the
So-
fog screen.
I've always, ever since the first time I went on Pirates, and
When he
saw
was 4.
No, I meant when I first saw the fog screen. When they added the fog screen, first thing I did was turn to him and say, well, where the hell did all the dialogue go? First of all, and then second of all, I said this fog screen don't work any more than the fog screen in Indiana Jones works.
The fog
screen in Indiana Jones has never worked.
You're talking about the rat running across
Yes.
That's
If you ask if you ask 10 people what is happening in that part, only maybe one person will say, "Oh, there was rats on that log, on that floating log."
And that'll be me because I've seen it.
And
you're
those
a floating log.
and those sounds that you hear
they're dropping.
are the rats dropping.
Yeah.
There's not.
Ew, rat dropping.
Ew.
Yeah, it's rat
I
dropping.
guarantee there's not that many people that understand
Isn't that all over Disneyland? I mean,
that's what's happening in that scene. And I've never thought it was effective. And and when I saw the Pirates, I never thought that screen was effective. And it was just, to me, it was totally ruined the whole thing. And for all that original dialogue to be back makes me so freaking ecstatic that all of the people complaining about the damn redhead in the auction scene, well, they can all just go F themselves, because this is...
What's F stand for?
Fox.
Fox themselves.
They can all go fog themselves. Because having that dialogue back in there to me is more important than having...
What are the pirates talking about?
They're talking about the treasure that's in the caves.
You seen the cursed treasure.
It's all...
Know where it be hidden.
Because to be honest, taking that dialogue out, it completely messes up the storyline of the ride.
Well, then again, the storyline changed with Jack.
They're cool with
Right.
Kind of, because they're still trying to steal the treasure, though. The other pirates are still trying to steal the treasure, and that's
Jack
the whole
steals
point.
it instead, basically.
That's
right?
the whole point, is that the dialogue in that is trying to say that you saw this cursed treasure, the treasure that's in the caves, and now the pirates are going to try and capture you or whatever. To me, whenever they took that dialogue out, it totally changed the tone and the whole storyline of the ride.
Hey, let's get another spoiler. Now, I agree with you. But when that came out, I thought it was pretty cool because it was something different, and it was the two characters. It was
I heard
Davy
that
Jones, and it was Blackbeard.
yeah.
And it was Blackbeard too. It used to be. Was it three characters?
Yes, for the 3 movies.
Who was the third?
The Barbossa.
Barbossa was in the fog.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember that.
Wait, Barbossa was in the fog, and then he was also on the boat?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Okay, but it made sense because they were making the changes to the movie. It was pretty cool. But what I want to know now is, well, they ended up taking out 2 of them because the only one you got was Davy Jones.
Right.
Correct?
Right.
Okay. Now, at the end of the ride, when you go back up the waterfall, you
Is he
still heard
talking?
alternate dialogue. You either got Davy Jones or Blackbeard talking. Is that still there?
You haven't heard Blackbeard. I've never heard
Blackbeard is there.
Is he?
Well, yeah. You hear 2 different... Can you back me up on this, Tim? You heard that?
But he is right, though. There is dialogue.
Going up the waterfall.
Yeah, I know that.
past Jack,
I only remember...
There's dialogue. There's
Yeah.
either Davy Jones or Blackbeard. And it was still, you get one or the other.
Somebody's
it didn't
talking.
It
I
didn't
don't
make
remember
any
yet.
sense for me once they took Blackbeard out of the fog to have him still do that, but it was still there.
I never paid attention. I always heard Davy Jones.
Yeah.
I wonder now if
Davy
it's.
Jones.
I wonder now if it's still there.
You
Well, that
remember?
dialogue at all, because since Davy Jones isn't there, that's the last removal of Davy Jones because he's nowhere else on the ride. So I guess I'll have to go check that out later this week.
Now,
'Cause
do
I'm-
we
'cause
want
I'm
to
not
talk
blocked.
about the addition to that scene, or we want to leave at least a little bit of surprises for anybody who hasn't been on it yet?
I already heard about that too.
Oh, okay. Well, then
They kind of looked at me, but I already heard about that too.
you're an octopus.
You're an octopus. There's an octopus on
There's
the
an
ride.
octopus's garden right there instead now.
An octopi garden.
An octopi garden.
Okay.
Replaced Davy Jones.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Because apparently there was a little ledge there on the left that they were never using.
There's a ledge.
There's a ledge.
Oh,
It was alleged.
an alleged ledge.
He pointed out
Yeah.
to me that I had forgotten that back in the Mickey's Halloween Treat days, they used to put actors dressed as pirates inside the ride, and they would scare you.
That sounds like a Knott's Berry Farm thing.
Yeah, it was a very Knott's Berry Farm thing.
It
And
wasn't that scary.
They were just kind of acting like they were animatronic, and then they would just kind of
Hey.
hey,
Okay.
and there was a guy there.
OSHA stopped that, right?
No, just when they stopped doing Mickey's
No, I
Halloween
know.
Party. When they brought back Mickey's Halloween Party, they didn't do that anymore.
They didn't do this stuff in the rides.
Yeah, so you can look forward to seeing that garden of octopi or
Yes.
whatever you call it.
Perhaps he knows too much.
You seen the octopi?
I know nothing.
Yeah, so as far as I'm concerned, having that dialogue back in the cave is completely makes up for whatever any changes to the. They don't even need to make up for changes because the changes are fine. Nobody cares, or nobody should care. It's just a ride. It's just a ride. Get over it. Shut up. And if you don't like it, well, that's too freaking bad. Don't listen. Move along.
Don't renew either.
Move along. Move along.
All right, so then, of course, Red, the pirate, has made her debut in the park also. But I didn't get to go see her. I missed out.
Fail.
I heard she was like doing, I think it was 20 minutes in the park and then 40 minutes backstage. Her break. I think that's what I was told.
It's something like they have a formula for it.
Right.
And it depends on how hot it is that day too. So if it's a really hot day, it might be 20 minutes, but if it's a cooler day, it might be 40.
That's a rule for all characters.
Exactly. Well, it's worse for the furries, but yeah, but same thing with face characters. They don't want to melt.
Furries.
They don't want them.
What are you into?
You go to Vegas?
Costumed characters. The face characters are a little bit different, but it's pretty much the same kind of
Right.
thing.
They still have rules for
Well, they don't
hot
want
weather.
their makeup.
Any of those
melting
costumes
off.
are hot.
They don't want
Yeah.
their makeup melting off.
Yeah.
Or
But especially her costume, it's a lot of layers and a lot to it and stuff. But I want to know if there's how many reds are there, because the pictures I've seen of
It's
people
the same lady, huh?
is the same ones that were from the promo shots.
Maybe it's triplets.
So I don't know if they just have the one woman playing red right now, or if they have two and just nobody's gotten I just haven't seen a picture of the second
if
one.
She's the official spokes.
That's just
red.
that's just like with Doctor Strange. I've only seen one Doctor Strange, and it's the guy that looks like he needs to put on some weight. And he looks.
That's because in Infinity War.
Oh right.
So yeah, I didn't get to see her. I didn't get to go over there and check all that out.
I heard she's delightful though.
Oh, that's cool. They were giving out a card too.
I heard they were giving out the card at
Pieces of 8.
At Pieces of 8,
Yeah.
and they were also giving it out at Mint Julep Bar.
Oh, okay.
Mint julep.
Because I remember during like the anniversary, they were just giving out. Cast members were just over there in front of the Rose of America giving
Oh, right.
stuff out. So yeah, I didn't get to go do all that, but it's all
someone
good.
did, and
She ain't
that's all that
going anywhere.
matters.
What?
Someone did. Someone got to do all that stuff.
Oh, right.
It just wasn't us.
Right.
Maybe later this week.
Yeah, she's not going anywhere.
No, I don't think so. Unless Jack gives her the ship that he owes her,
Oh, right.
then she'll probably be gone.
Yes.
Just say bye.
Bye.
That was in the sailing ship Columbia. It doesn't work out when you try to make a joke and you stumble over your
I
words.
know. I do that all the time.
I have a question. Do you think that this redhead is the character in the Phantasmic Pirates portion? 'Cause
No.
we were talking. You know what I'm talking
Yeah, I know
about.
what you're talking-
There was
no.
that mystery, and I think she is redheaded,
Is she?
or I don't know. To be honest,
Have you
with
watched Phantasmic since?
I try not to.
That's what I'm saying.
But there's this mystery woman in Phantasmic
Yeah, I know what
during
you're
the
talking about.
pirate
Yeah,
scene.
yeah.
Nobody knows who she is, and Jack, save me, which is like
no,
kinda
that's not in this newer incarnation of Red. That's not her. Not when you're trying to hawk chickens.
So we still have a mystery woman in Phantasmic.
Yeah, I thought it was Wendy Darling. Leftover remnants, because how Disney leaves pieces behind of things that they've done before.
Mm-hmm.
It's Wendy Darling.
Yeah.
Well, because she's doing the same
It's
choreography
pirate, right?
as Wendy. Yeah.
It's Pirate Wendy. I think they didn't know how to change that scene enough. Is what it was. It's like, well, it works the way we got it. Let's just pirate it out.
Well, yeah, because I think like 90% of the choreography
It's the
is
same.
still there.
Yeah.
The only
Maybe it's. Go ahead.
the only choreography that I believe has changed is just Jack, and
Because he's wobbly
Well,
or
yeah.
whatever.
Maybe it's just un-PC and there's Jack doing his thing with Lady of the Night.
All right, so like I said, I was in the park on Friday, and also Friday was the opening of the sneak peek of Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Was there a sneak peek of the sneak peek on Thursday?
No, there wasn't, which was really disappointing.
Because we were there.
No,
and we
there
went-
wasn't.
I went and
There-
looked for it. I couldn't see it either.
There was no sneak peek of the sneak peek.
Oh,
Damn, Ant-Man gets no love.
Exactly.
that's crazy.
And because on
For
that,
the first time ever, they made us liars, jerks.
I know on Thursday
I was going to say that.
it still said Path of the Jedi up there.
Oh wow!
And then Friday, they have the Ant-Man sign.
Just did they put up just a bed sheet
banner
like
or
Pizza Planet?
No, actually, it's
No,
nice
it actually
sign.
looks really legit. It's
Oh, right
it's
on.
the same sign, but they changed the plastic.
Not the disc, just the plastic.
Okay.
So anyway, yeah, I went to go check that out with Jeff, Disney 366.
Speaking of Jeff, when is he coming on the podcast?
I should have asked him. You know what? It's I don't know what it is, but now it's kind of a tradition. When there's a sneak peek of a movie, we usually go see it together now. So the funny thing is, I was over there taking pictures of the sign and everything so I can post them. And he's like, "Oh, there you are." I'm like, I didn't even talk to him earlier the day or anything.
Jeff's good at that.
To plan anything, and here he is. So yeah, we went to go and check it out together, which is pretty cool.
So he would have known anyway because he was there the day before.
I was there the day before.
Well,
He
yeah,
was there.
but,
He's been there
I-
every day
I know
before.
that was the joke.
So-
So he would have known that wasn't a sneak peek of a sneak peek.
I did ask him why, but he didn't know. Usually he's tweeting at Disneyland Today, but
Yeah.
Disneyland Today just said something. No, we're not doing that or something.
Aye.
Yeah. Anyway, the preview is typical. You get a scene.
You get a little wet, a little wind.
No. This is in the Tomorrowland
Oh
Theater.
yeah.
So.
Well, you get it. You get that little blast of wind.
No, I don't think they did that. Yeah, I know you're talking about. I wasn't thinking, but yeah. But to me, the preview wasn't all that.
Really?
Everything you saw, you seen on the commercials.
So it wasn't like the Incredibles one.
No. I mean, the opening scene is like a regular scene, and then they just start showing everything that you've seen in the commercials, and then they have another extra scene. I don't think it was that great.
It
Of a
wasn't
preview. Of a
Wasn't
preview.
anything special.
Right. So
Sometimes what they play
To be
is like,
fair,
"Whoa, this is awesome."
You didn't think the preview
No.
for the first Ant-Man was that great.
No,
either, so-
no. I said I didn't want to see it. I didn't care to see the movie.
Right.
I'm saying this is not a great, awesome preview. Like in the Incredibles 2 preview is awesome. This is just like, I've seen all this on the commercials already.
So they didn't show you like a piece of the movie like they did for the Incredibles.
They showed you kind of an opening scene. I don't know, not an opening scene, but
A scene.
a scene
Yeah.
with his daughter, which is pretty cool. But I was like, I've already seen all this other stuff. So anyway, you guys can go check it out for yourselves and see what you think of
Hey,
that.
that's a way to escape the heat.
That's true. That's true because it's been really hot this week.
Yeah, that's a way to escape the heat. Yeah.
So yeah, that's over there in Tomorrowland at the Tomorrowland Theater. You guys go check that out and see what you think of it. But I will definitely go see this movie.
You will,
Yes.
even though
Even if you have to
the
pay for
preview
it?
sucked.
No,
Or did you get Movie Pass finally, and now it won't cost you any money?
no. Actually, I do have a free movie ticket.
Oh.
But
He didn't say that movie would suck. He just said the preview wasn't anything you hadn't seen on TV.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You go watch a preview like that, you expect to see something a little bit different.
Right.
I will say that this one does look more exciting than the first one.
Hey, all right. So, what was it? Last week we talked about some unfortunate announcements for pass holders. Well, this week they kind of made up for it.
Kind of.
This couldn't have been a response to people being outraged. I mean, Disney
Yeah,
doesn't care
it
about
was
that sort of thing.
possible.
Yeah, they do.
It seems
do stop
like
the bitching.
that this would. The timing of it seems like they're responding to backlash, but they're not usually somebody who responds to backlash. So, I mean, I don't know. So, what do we got going on here? There's several different things that kind of were announced at the same time. So now apparently this already started on June 11th, so it started on Monday through September 3rd. All annual pass holders?
All current,
I would say
Paid-
yes.
paid.
They can't.
Well, obviously current.
in
Duh.
good standing.
They can't decline.
Okay. So
The
all
others.
annual pass holders can bring a friend to the Disneyland Resort and save up to 40% off of an adult one-day park hopper ticket.
So it's not free.
No, it's not free.
Oh.
Plus, SoCal Select, SoCal, and Deluxe pass holders. Oh, hold on. That's some. Yeah. In addition to the 40% off for the bringing a friend thing, all SoCal Select, SoCal, and Deluxe pass holders, you will be getting extra dates unblocked this month.
Yeah, are
No.
those Sundays?
I mean, it actually was for some of them. It was actually quite a few days, wasn't it?
Well, the SoCal Select was basically this week, the 11th, 12th, 13th, 14th, 15th, 18th, 19th, and 20th.
I think right now the deluxe, the only thing blacked out is Saturdays.
I think the Blood Deluxe only really gained like 2 days or 1 day or something like that.
Something.
They have the 16th this Saturday.
Yeah,
Oh,
it has to be Saturday because that's the
Yeah.
only day deluxe are blacked
Right.
out is Saturdays.
Right.
Was that it? It was just the 1 day, so they
Yeah.
gained 1 day.
Thanks, Disney.
What I think they're trying to do is to encourage the people that passes are expiring like right now because of next year's changes. I think they're trying to encourage them to renew. That's the only thing that makes sense. Why would they offer these things to people that are passes are expiring this summer? They may say, "Oh, wait, this is extra stuff I'm getting. Let me renew for this final year," even though a year or 14 or 15 months from now things are going to be wildly different.
But half the park's closed.
That was last
No, you
year.
know what I was thinking? Actually, you know what I was thinking?
That was last year.
They gave us a date on the 16th. When does everything open? The 23rd?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, so are all those dates before the 23rd?
Right.
Yeah.
Well, it
Now,
says through September, but like all the lift out dates.
yeah, like I said, this started on Monday and it goes through September 3rd. Now you only purchase the pass holder who's purchasing the 40% off tickets. You can only purchase up to 2 tickets per pass holder per day.
Oh, it's per day.
Yes.
Every day you get discounts.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh. Let's see. What's a 1 day park hopper cost? Because it's not on. It's not on one.
Okay,
one,
so right
one day
here-
park hopper. I can tell you this because I just went with senior activities last week. Right now at non-peak time,
Yeah.
a 1 day park hopper is $167.
All right. So 167 times 0.60 backwards is you're still paying. You're paying $100.20.
No.
No.
That's
If you would
$89.
have not been talking, I would have
oh.
been able to continue and
There's
actually,
another deal. Okay.
and actually give you the prices. The special pass holder ticket prices for the value park hopper price will be $89.
Oh.
Regular park hopper price will be $99, and peak park hopper price will be $109.
That's actually quite a deal.
That's a deal. Yeah. That's
a hell of a
half.
deal.
That's 50% off. Is what that is.
So yeah, actually the SoCal Select had, what did they said? 6, 7, 8 days added. SoCal had 5 days added.
We don't care about
and
those people.
Deluxe only had the 1 day
Now,
added.
I'm going to ask you again because the other dates in front of you, are they all before the 23rd?
Yes.
Yes, they are.
Yeah, okay.
The
But
last
you had it up 2 days?
The last day on this is the 21st or the 20th, 21st, and 22nd, and that's for the SoCal Pass.
My only question is
So
why does it say 40% why are they advertising a 40% discount when they're posting a price that's less than that?
I think that's on the 1 day, 1 park.
Well, yeah, that's what we're talking about.
The $89 would probably be 40% of the 1 day, 1 park.
Okay.
Right.
Yes.
It says save up to 40%.
Which is probably so
So
the
at least
40%.
one of those three
is
is
at least
exactly
40%.
40%.
Yeah.
So it's up to 40%. But
Seems like more than that.
hey, so if you're a SoCal pass holder and you paid for the $300 special party tickets, you're actually not blocked out that day anymore.
So you can go and try to like weasel your way in.
So you could go and be in the park all day and then go to your stupid $300 party.
Oh, gotcha.
Because people who have SoCal tickets can really afford to go to a $300 party.
Did you know
Signature Plus pass holders can't even go to a $300 party.
Daniel friend got a ticket for it?
Did he?
Yeah.
Well, make sure that you need to tell him that he is required by law to write an email and give a whole report of the stupid party.
How many times he got on rides because no one else went?
And he needs to physically go around and count every single person.
Well, I would hope so.
Exactly.
Give them wristbands one at a time.
Just real quick, speaking of counting, we were wondering about numbers at Comic-Con Revolution. They actually released what the attendance was for the weekend.
The one you went to?
Yeah, it was only 7,500.
That's it?
Yeah.
That's all. I mean, that's a decent attendance for a thing like that, though.
That's probably about equivalent to what a Mickey's Halloween party gets.
No, Mickey's Halloween party sells about 20,000.
No,
tickets.
it doesn't.
The park holds 70. They're gonna put in a little less than a third for a Halloween
No,
party.
they're not. The lines aren't long enough to prove that.
I disagree. What do you think, Dan?
I haven't been to a Halloween party in quite a while.
Yeah,
I don't.
When was the last
only
time
thing
you
I
went to
remember
one?
being
The most
busy was
common
the Candylands.
the most common estimate for the amount of people allowed into the Halloween party is between 7,500 and 10.
What does the After Dark days do? Something
Probably
similar?
5.
Huh?
I'm guessing.
Was that second?
Well,
Star Wars
the
one?
Star Wars ones might have done a little bit more.
The
But
second one? Did the second one never sell out?
the
Dale?
second
No.
one never sold out. No.
The Halloween parties, all the rides are open, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
But none of them really get long lines except for Ghost Galaxy and Haunted Mansion. So it really doesn't do anything.
No.
The extra non-blackouts, I mean, I guess helps some people if they want to go during the weekend.
That
but,
helps
I
me
mean,
as somebody who has deluxe pass holders in my family. Take somebody else in the family and say, "Hey, you want to go to Disneyland? It's pretty cheap
right.
for the day." But that's a day we'd spend the entire day at Disneyland.
How many people do you think actually are going to be using this whole 40% to bring a friend thing?
I think a lot.
Yeah,
I mean,
I
actually
think
do.
a lot.
I'm going to post it. Anybody I know want to go to Disneyland? Let's go. I'll buy you
I mean,
a
if
ticket.
the only thing because that's going all the way through September, you probably going to actually get more people probably when in July and August comes doing that. But right now, there's probably not really that many people doing it. But once Pixar Pier and all that crap opens,
Right now, your crowds are because
Pixar
school
Pier
got
and
out.
all 2 rides that are going to be opening over there. And
Yeah,
Right. So, well, the good thing is that, you will be able to have friends and say you can get a discount,
finally.
come in, and not only for when Pixar Pier opens, but for the new Incredibles float for Paint the Night.
Yeah.
yeah, that's a segue.
Exactly. And that's going to debut, of course, on June 23rd.
But just want to say real quick that another thing that we talked about a long time ago that people are making it sound like it's all news and stuff. It's like we've known that there was going to be an Incredibles float. We even talked about it way back when we were talking about Paint the Night coming back.
We even talked shit about why it wasn't there earlier.
Well,
There was a whole picture to go with it.
right, and I made the comment. I said, "Well, I have no interest in seeing Paint the Night until the new float is in there. There's no
Why
point.
bother?
Right? Why bother?" So,
I actually just saw it. I was going to
I
ask
saw
you
it
guys.
go
I was gonna-
by.
I was
I
going to
didn't
ask you
watch
guys
it,
that.
though.
I watched about 3/4 of it because I wanted to get back to see the fireworks. But I just wanted to see what the experience was of seeing it there and how the difference was.
And-
'Cause I'd gone over. Well, I'd gone over. I was at Disneyland, and then I had gone over to. Oh, it was the same day. It was the same day that I was at Diggs. We watched the parade there. I don't remember what we did after that. But then we walked over to. We got a Haunted Mansion, and then we walked over to DCA to go check out the Incredibles preview. And by the time I got over there, I realized, Paint the Night starts in a little while. So I asked my kids, "Do you want to see Paint the Night?" And they're like, "Well, yeah, we could watch it. That's fine." Because I had noticed, because it's so much of a bigger area to have the parade in there, that I found a spot without a problem.
Yes.
I found a spot, no problem.
Yes.
So I watched about 3/4 of the parade. It's still just as exciting. People get all into it. I'm just, I actually do kind of like that there's more area for us to actually find and see it. Because I was on the curb, and I was like the second or third person behind the curb. I mean, it wasn't like I was days back to see anything. And it was like that all over. There were 5 minutes before the parade started. There was still a ton of spaces you could actually just stand and watch the parade.
That's cool.
So,
if there's
I
more
did
room
actually
for
like it.
everyone, is a good thing. It was always packed at Disneyland.
Yeah. And I remember when the electrical parade was in DCA years ago. Yeah, finding a spot over there in front of like where the Golden Zephyr is, just kind of like plopping yourself down right there. And at the time, I think were they doing Little Mermaid? For some reason that was walled up on the other side, so there was only the one section that every character played to our side because
they
there was
were
only
in the
one section there.
process of evicting Whoopi.
Yeah,
Bye, Whoopi.
that's probably what it was.
Whoop, whoop.
Now, the new float, which I don't know, had we seen or heard what it was? Had we seen this picture before, or is this new?
Let me see it. That's the one that's been going around.
I mean, had we seen it before,
Yeah,
like months ago?
yeah.
Okay, so I thought
When we first reported on it,
Right.
I might have been here for that actually.
probably.
It was that long ago.
Okay, I was just wondering because it looked familiar, but I wasn't sure if it was an old picture that they had brought up or if they had just announced it.
And I don't know if
and
they changed
described
anything
it.
in the picture, but it looks like the same picture.
Right. So basically, it's going to be looks like the beginning of the movie where they're going to be fighting the Underminer from the end of the first movie and the beginning of the second movie. It looks pretty cool. They're going to have a custom-built Persistence of Vision globe with Violet. It will be the first and largest ever to be installed on a Disney parade float, whatever that means. Do you know what that is?
Say that again.
The persistence of vision globe, POV globe. Says Violet will be using her superpowers to surround herself with a force field. It will come to life through a custom-built persistence of vision globe, the firstest and largest ever to be installed on a Disney parade float.
Sounds like it's going to be like a
So
projection.
it's this.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Let me see.
Sounds like it's probably going to be like a
Like
type
a self-contained projection.
Yes.
Oh, I thought it was one of those bubbles from Magical Map.
I was actually thinking it was those electricity
Like
globes.
a
Oh,
go-go ball.
No, it's got a name. I know what you're talking
I
about.
forgot what they call it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, it sounds like it's going to be projected.
What's
yeah.
Jack Jack doing on there?
He's running, or he's
No, not Dash,
he's
Jack
on
Jack.
fire.
Yeah,
Was
no,
it on
Dash's superhuman speed is captured through an innovative system of 64 individually lit frames, flashing as he races in circles around the float. Mr. and Mrs. Incredible, along with Frozone, will light up the night in new super suits. The suits have been installed and wired by hand, are fully programmable to be in sync with the music and the float lighting. Where is my super suit?
Better get back ASAP.
The super suits, designed by Edna Mode, are illuminated with nearly 100 sheets of flexible miniature LEDs. This is the first time these light-up suits will be worn by any Disney or Pixar character. The chest logos on the Incredibles' glowing super suits are made up of 60 individually programmed LEDs.
Cool.
There's all kinds of stuff
Sounds a
going
lot of
on
work.
just with the costumes.
Hey, did you talk about the Pixar Play Parade? Have you seen the Pixar Play Parade?
I saw some of it there at on Main Street. We were walking the other day.
The reason I asked about Jack Jack is because in the Play
Yeah,
Parade,
this doesn't say anything about Jack Jack. So
Did the play parade always have the lamp, or is that
No, that's
new, right?
we did talk about that on the
yeah,
podcast.
we did. That's what I was wondering.
At least twice.
well, Jack Jack's head lit on fire. That was pretty cool.
Jack Jack's head's always lit on fire.
Did it in the other
yeah,
one?
Yeah,
I don't remember. I haven't seen that in a while.
it would like go and like be burning. Yeah,
That's why Jack Jack had to be moved from the top of the robot. He used to be on top of the robot.
Yeah,
And
it was
then
way on top. Now he's in front.
Then he got moved. That was changed. Well, he explained it to me. That was changed a long time ago.
That was changed for the
height?
cables or
Yeah.
the trolley.
The trolley. It
Oh,
was, they would have burned when they put the trolley in, right?
Yeah, after they put the trolley in, they
Because the play parade was there before they put the trolley in.
yes,
So when they put the trolley in,
then they moved
they
him.
moved him. So that's how long it's ago since Jack Jack got moved. Because
Okay.
otherwise he would have burned the trolley cables
Either that or hit him.
or hit him.
I don't know how tall it was.
Decapitate.
Exactly. So yeah, that will be coming on June 23rd. So along with
start
those,
lining up now.
yeah, start because along with those two rides. Well, there's no way that if they're saying that the carousel is not even going to open until next year, you really think they're going to have the Inside Out ride ready before then?
Right. Some fest.
I know.
Party
huh?
and no one shows up.
All right, so yes, you can go check out the new Incredibles float for Paint the Night on
The 23rd.
June 23rd. But of course, The Incredibles 2 will come out on June 15th, which is on Friday. And the last time you'll be able to watch any movie at AMC in Downtown Disney is this Sunday.
Well, I'm gonna go.
So you have to go check out The Incredibles 2 Downtown Disney.
You guys want to go on Sunday? Let's go see something.
I'll be down.
It's Father's Day.
Well,
I'm a father.
so it means you're gonna have to bring your kids, or
I'm not as interested.
I'll have
in,
to see it.
I'm not as interested in that. I mean, I've seen plenty of movies there. It's like no big deal to me. I'm more interested in the 24th because that's when the Earl
closes.
Oh, when the Earl closes?
bows out. Earl bows out on the.
Well,
24th.
I say if we go see a movie on Sunday, then we have to get an Earl, because already the ESPN's was the better place to eat there, and that's closed. Of the other spots, not the Earl. You disagree? That's fine. They had the salad.
Usually I was like, because we already had this.
Yeah, I know. I heard it.
He cut out most of the best part of the discussion, and I didn't know.
This part of the ESPN discussion?
Yeah, the best part of it was when he had the gall to say that El Torito was better than Acapulco.
Way better.
That's where the title came from.
Way better.
But I didn't know that he was going to cut it out.
Uh-huh.
So I
Oh,
was like,
yeah. I
was
didn't
like-
even think about
I was
that.
like, oh, 310 to Acapulco sounds cool. But then I didn't know he was going to cut out the whole entire debate. So now the name of the podcast from
Doesn't
last
make
week
any
makes
sense.
no sense to anybody.
The name from the week before is, I think, my favorite of all of them is How to Succeed in Imagineering Without Really Trying. Did you hear the rant about that?
Yes, I did.
That's the best one.
Anyway,
Unlike Michael, he listens to every podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah, Michael doesn't.
AMC
That's what I just
closing.
said.
That AMC is not unlike any other
We're going
AMC.
to go to
though.
the AMC. We have to see something in Dolby. I don't know. I mean, I could use my movie pass, buy a ticket to like book club or whatever, and then go see Solo, and then see Solo again.
Solo.
No one cares, especially if they're closing.
Yeah. So yeah,
Right.
last day is Sunday for the AMC Theater Downtown Disney, and
And then get your Earls of Earls in because the sandwiches are going adios.
bye.
And everything else will be closing somewhere in the interim. I saw somebody had posted a guide with all the dates. I don't know where they got a lot of the dates, but
Probably from Jeff.
I think OC Register had it a while back,
okay.
but I think it sounds familiar that they had the list of the dates of when everything was closing, but I didn't really check it, read it.
But if you're not sure, just make sure you guys go check it out, especially if you're like really dying to go. Like especially, well, I mean, one of the main things that's left is Rainforest.
I mean, if you really need a Montague,
but yeah, Earl's the main one. If you want to make sure you guys get over there, because when is the Starbucks already closed, or is it closing like last minute?
that'll probably be the last one.
Probably
From what I've heard, they said that Starbucks is actually going to close, I believe, June 26th.
So last minute.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know why on Tuesday, but who knows?
They're gonna have a meeting that day.
Oh,
Have we talked about this before? What we think the flow of traffic will end up being?
We have talked about that before.
Yeah.
It was indefinitive.
now speaking of flow of traffic, we talked about Road of Disney closing for like 2 weeks,
Right.
Yes.
and I think that was supposed to start today. I am not sure if it did, but they were saying, I heard from one of the cast members who works at the California Churro. She said they all got emails saying that whole walkway was going to be basically closed off. And
Which walkway?
the walkway from where Starbucks is.
Okay.
So Starbucks, and then you have World of Disney.
Yeah.
So going to the park, that whole area is going to be closed.
So you'll have to walk through the tram loading area,
Right,
kind of?
right.
Ew.
I believe that's what they're going to be doing.
And this is why I don't go to downtown Disney.
Yeah.
Because it'll really suck to walk from the parks to the rest of downtown Disney. Then,
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, there is a couple paths that you can take. It's not like there's just one, but
So I think that was supposed to start today. Not sure if it did because we're not there to see. But as far as she said, they got emails saying this is going to be closed, and that of course, their businesses are going to have to be closed during that time too.
they
Because
should just relocate them. They could put them closer to the entrance to the plaza, the main or the entrance.
maybe
plaza.
I don't know what's going
They're
on.
just carts
Esplanade.
anyway, right?
Yeah, they could put them closer
Or
to the
Sunglass
Esplanade
Hut.
or
Everybody lose
whatever.
money.
So I don't know if it's like during a certain time of the day that this is going to happen. So just be aware that's might be going on right now, and if you're over there,
Sunglass Hut at least has a location, right? So they're not.
Yeah, but the
missing
other
out on a
thing,
lot
so
of
does
extra.
Wetzel's Pretzels, because that's where you
Right.
get those.
Well, Wetzel's is
like those gourmet ice things.
Wetzel's is. We have other news about Wetzel's.
I'm glad you brought that up because Wetzel's Pretzels in downtown Disney is closed right now for a refurb.
It was just interesting.
No, you
because
scared me there.
This other stuff
got
has been
scared.
closing without notice, like the Haagen-Dazs is
Right.
closed with no notice and not coming back.
Right.
The name of the one that's replacing is something straws.
Salt and straw.
Salt and straws.
Not to be
One
confused
straw.
with
One straw.
Not to be confused with straws.
Right.
So one
I
person
saw
at a
him.
time gets
I
to
saw
have a
him on-
milkshake, and then like they have to. So if you're going to get a milkshake in a day, you want to be the first one because otherwise you're going to have to use like everyone else's straw.
Yes, because only one
This
straw.
was one straw.
that's dirty, literally.
Dirty.
So yeah, Wetzel's Pretzels is closed right now. I believe they're going to be closed for about 5 weeks
That's a long time. That's a full refurb.
because it's also they're doing a whole new makeover inside. Basically, what they're doing, like a World of Disney thing.
I think that's what basically all of downtown Disney is doing.
Yeah.
They just figured
yes.
now's the time.
Yes,
Do it
and
now.
it's actually on the Disneyland schedule on the refurb list that it's going to be closed, and
You know what
the
they
refurb
might-
list goes until July something, and it's still not on there. That is open. So
They might be giving them more space right there inside.
Yeah,
Because there's
probably.
what's right next to it.
Well, behind it is the bathroom.
Right. There's that bathroom, but then there's the cast bathroom behind that too, and
Wasn't next to it one of the shops that
family-
closed for? Was it no? Is Ride Makers that far down? That's not that far down. Yet.
No.
That's further down.
I don't remember.
What's right next to the Wetzel's? I'm trying to remember. I can't,
Was it?
can't
was,
picture it.
Was it the hat store?
Maybe.
That's
Or is
that's
that-
next to that's Ride Maker's hat store, and then
Okay.
Build-A-Bear.
Okay, I don't remember.
I don't think it was anything of value to me anyway.
Right.
I hope they do. Actually, Wetzel's always seems to do pretty.
I think
well.
it was a tree
Oh yes, you're right.
and Grad Nite.
Well, I'm excited for a bigger Wetzel's.
If it's bigger, I mean, they don't really need a lot of kitchen space. They could
No,
open
they
it
don't.
up.
It's kind of weird though. Like they need more space if you're going to wait in line because it's
Yeah.
kind of a weird. It's kind of a weird
Right,
setup,
right,
With a
right.
double door and all that. It's kind of a weird setup.
Yeah. All right, so just be aware of all these things going on downtown Disney. If you have to be down there, well, know you're going to be rerouted probably through the tram route area, whatever, loading area, and yeah, all that stuff's going down. And then you know that the signs were being, they took down the characters off the signs of World of Disney.
I heard of that, but I hadn't seen it.
Yeah. So all that's going on right now, so
You're going for a more contemporary look or what?
I guess so. I don't want characters up there.
No, you wouldn't want characters at Disneyland.
Yeah, exactly.
Are you hungry? Well, they are. It's time for Fat Time in the Parks.
All right, so fat time in the parks. Yeah, we were just talking about Wetzel's Pretzels, and we're going to talk about this little dessert that came out on Friday for the basically Red, the new female pirate. And you're probably going to hear a little rant from Anthony.
Ranthony.
Exactly. Anthony is about to emerge. No,
Wait, I thought it already came out during the pirate segment.
Oh, I don't know.
Is it a comeback? Don't call it a comeback.
Anyway, so there was a over at the French Market. They had a new dessert. Was a red with 2 D's velvet cake, and I tried it because I was there on Sunday, and Sunday was the last day for you to have this dessert.
Just the opening weekend?
Yes.
Wow.
Now
Limited time magic.
Disneyland was
Wait, so which day did it start?
Friday.
How do you know that?
Because I actually saw it posted by our friend at everything. No, what was her name? Disneyland something.
Okay.
She posted it on Friday.
Okay, so it came out on Friday on the 8th along with Red and the Ride.
Yes.
Okay.
And was it Disneyland Today tweeted it out on Sunday?
Hold on, let me get to it.
So anyway, it's a red velvet cake. Basically, it's a mini.
It looks bomb in the picture. Let's just say that.
It's basically a little bundt cake.
I see.
And red velvet, and of course it has the cream cheese frosting.
That's his picture. I like how here it looks much more gelatinous.
Yeah, it looks like Jell-O.
It looks like it has like a nice...
That's just a glare, though.
Right, and it's like a glaze or something that was supposed to be on top. Is the glaze on there?
Yes.
The red glaze?
Yes.
Okay. It just doesn't look as shiny as it does on here. And I had a debate with Rebecca. Is the red stuff on top, is that Pop Rocks?
No, it wasn't Pop Rocks.
Because doesn't that look like Pop Rocks?
It looks like hot Cheetos.
That was my second choice, but I knew there was no way. And you know how putting Pop Rocks on things.
I just had Pop Rocks today. They're not that big.
Pop Rocks are a whole putting Pop Rocks on
Yeah.
things now is like a thing again.
Yeah.
Right.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh,
it's
nice.
becoming a thing again. So, because there was that one
Bring it
Pixar,
on.
or there was something Pixar that had Pop Rocks on it, or
Right.
or there was something during Food and Wine that had Pop Rocks. Remember?
Yes,
that one
yes,
drink or something
yes,
that Pop Rocks
yes.
in it.
Oh, I remember that.
They have
yeah.
Pop Rocks inside of cotton candy. That's awesome there.
Yeah,
I don't know if
remember
they've had that since, but I had it once there. It was great.
All right, well, talk about it. Oh, wait, it was Disneyland AP posted it at 12 p.m. on Sunday.
Yes.
They're probably out by then, too.
It said, "Ye come seeking adventure in red velvet cake, i.e., sit sail to French Market in New Orleans Square, but keep a weather eye open makes this treasure is only available through today."
That's dirty.
Wait, what? Just the one day.
No, it was.
It came out on Friday, but once again, they didn't tweet about it until
later.
the day, halfway through the day, it was ending.
I said limited time magic is back.
Yeah.
So which I responded, wow, good job letting us know about this amazing treat on the last day it's available.
And they didn't answer you.
No, they didn't answer me. And then also I quoted it and posted it and said, well, thanks for nothing. This looks delicious, but too bad they decided to tell us last minute. Bullcrap. # no fat time in the parks.
That's pretty good.
Well, how was it, though? We haven't gotten to that part yet.
All right.
Did you have it?
I had it.
Yes.
Yes.
Wait, is that why you went that day? Or were you happen to be there on Sunday?
No, I happened to be there on Sunday.
Okay.
And he saw the tweet, and then
Yeah, I saw his.
Because I tagged him in both tweets.
I saw his response. I was like, "What? What's going on here?" And I was like, "Oh, okay. I'm going to make sure that I remember to go try this, since Anthony's not going to be able to try it." And yeah, real quick, everything Disney.55 on Instagram. She posted it on that Friday, and I didn't see it, and because she actually posted that, and then they have another dessert that was over at Blue Bayou. So it's like I said, it's a red velvet little bundt cake.
Bundt cake, yeah.
With the cream cheese frosting on top, and I don't know what those real red things were.
So you don't know. You ate them, but you don't.
I was trying to get a taste for
but
what
you're
it was.
sure it wasn't a Pop Rock.
It didn't pop in my mouth or anything, so I know what a Pop Rock is.
Okay.
It wasn't a Pop Rock. I can just say that it was whatever. It wasn't that great. It was no coffin cake.
Was it moist?
Yeah, it was moist, but it wasn't like, oh my God, I have to have this again.
I mean, with most things that have good red velvet, you want to have it again. Like, for example, the Darth by Chocolate has that red velvet at the bottom.
No comparison.
Well,
to
I'm
that.
just saying.
I know what you're saying.
The red velvet at the bottom of the Darth by Chocolate by itself.
Right.
I would take a whole parfait of just
That's what
that
I'm
red
saying.
velvet.
There's no comparison. It did not taste like that Darth by
It
Chocolate.
looks amazing.
Yeah, it looks nice. Nice presentation and everything.
But it just wasn't really that big, huh?
No, I wouldn't get it again.
Okay.
Definitely wouldn't get it
Well, we're not
again.
going to be able to anyways.
Yeah.
So.
So you didn't miss anything, Anthony.
That's actually a huge relief because it was really, really pissing me off.
How much was it?
It was $6.99.
They go $6.99.
Yeah. It really makes me mad when they do that because it's a habit. They do it all the time. It's usually not this bad where they're like actually telling you the last day.
Yeah.
Usually it's one of those things where it's like, oh, the popcorn bucket's been out 2 weeks, but we're just not going to tell you about it, or one of those things.
Your beignets.
Or we've been selling the hot dog of the month at Whitewater Snacks for 3 weeks already, but here it is.
I remember
that one actually happens.
Yeah, no, I remember that one.
Well, supposedly there's a hot dog of the month every single month.
Who knew?
But they don't
Hot
don't
dog
post
of the
it.
month where?
We don't really
Whitewater
advertise
Snacks.
it, but
I've been in there. No one's ever mentioned that to me.
Well, we've mentioned it on the podcast several times.
Well, speaking of hot dogs, there's a new hot dog over at the what do you call it? We call it the Coke Corner.
Was it announced?
Because that's what it's called.
I don't know if it was announced, but I
Not officially.
no, it's not. It's not. It's just Coca-Cola and then something corner.
It's called Refreshment Corner.
Yeah, it's Refreshment Corner. All right, so it's new hot dog is the Western Dog, and it's an all beef hot dog with barbecue sauce, jack cheese, bacon, onion straws, and chives on an artisan bun.
Onion straws, huh?
It's $9.49,
Of course.
and yeah, for you guys
and
who
eat it with your face.
eat it with your face and get it all over your face.
I'm
And
telling you what, that looks fantastic.
yeah, it does. That looks
I'm
good.
gonna get,
It looks
I'm
right up
getting
there
me
with
one
the
of those.
pulled pork hot dog.
Now this has been out for 3 weeks and it ends tonight.
it ended yesterday. No, just kidding. So yeah, I guess they're doing the same thing now, having a new hot dog of the month. I don't know if it's a month, the week, or whatever it is, because the last one was the pastrami dog, and then they had whatever
The
before.
pulled pork hot dog they've had a
Yeah.
couple times.
Pork's all right.
Now,
Have you had the pulled pork hot dog?
Yes, it's all right.
No,
It's fantastic.
it's good.
It's the greatest thing ever.
It's not just all right though.
All right.
I like pulled pork, so
and then over at
What about yanked pork?
we don't know how long this is going to be around. So if you guys want to go check that out, go over there. And
Now, was this announced?
No, wasn't announced.
Okay.
It's just like I said one more time. Everything Disney 55 posts the food stuff too, and I wish she would tag me on those food posts so I would be in the know. I'm gonna talk to her and tell her.
You
to
just
do
have
that.
to turn on notifications.
Oh wait. No, I do get notifications, but I just don't always. She don't always do food. She does other stuff.
Oh, I see.
So if she just take me on the food stuff, then that'd be great. And look at this. Take a bite out of that.
Ooh.
Ooh, it's the onions and bacon that makes it fantastic looking, and it's got chili,
Barbecue sauce.
barbecue, Ooh.
Barbecue sauce.
Might have to add some like mayo or something. To that.
Mayo?
I don't know.
How many white people do that?
What is wrong with you?
Well, I'm a white guy.
I'm
So-
not white and I don't do that.
Yes, you can check that out. And then I saw Disney announce that they have the mac and cheese dog over at Harbor Galley. It was kind of weird to see.
Sure.
I was like, I saw a post somewhere, mac and cheese at the Harbor Galley. And then
Oh.
when I was there on Sunday, I went over to Harbor Galley, but I didn't see any signage about it. But they do have mac and cheese there, so I don't know if they actually do have that there. But yeah, this new hot dog, Western hot dog, check it out. It looks really good. I think I'm gonna from now on, I will be checking the refreshment corner every time I go.
It kind of gets overlooked, huh?
Just
Yes,
to
it's-
see.
just to see what hot dogs
Do
they have there.
do they still have the cream cheese pretzels?
I don't know. I haven't seen
Those were my favorite thing for years. When you get them when they're like just made.
Oh, they're at the.
that's where
Main
they
Street?
that's where they had them.
Yeah, I think I'm starting to remember them now.
It's right here on the menu for the Harbor Galley lobster mac and cheese hot dog.
Okay, so then
So they've had lobster mac and cheese for
Mac and cheese hot dog
no, not the hot dog part.
The mac and cheese itself.
Well,
Okay.
with lobster in it, no?
as a side. I don't know.
I think they have.
I mean, they've had the lobster roll.
Maybe that's what I'm thinking about.
yeah. Okay,
Yeah,
so it's
it's
a
a
lot.
lobster mac and cheese
Okay.
hot dog, and that's $14.99. And then they also have lobster galley chips, which is the house-made potato chips topped with lobster, sriracha cheese sauce, and green onions.
Sriracha.
Sriracha.
All right, so real quick, over at Smoke Jumpers Grill, they have a DuckTales sipper.
Okay, you went over there and checked on it? It's
I
still
went
there?
over there, checked on it, and I bought one.
Cool.
And I actually went there so I can get my lemonade because it has no sugar in it.
Woo.
And then my plan was to go to Downtown Disney, go get me another Golden Dragon corn dog. And
I was there the other day and I totally forgot to get that. I wanted to try it.
so I went to go do that. I went to go sit down, and I noticed that my sipper did not have a straw.
Oh no!
No. And I was like, wait a minute. So I started thinking, did it fall out, and was it there? So then I actually took a picture of my sipper a little bit ago, and no, it didn't have a straw, and DCA was already closed, so I couldn't go back and say, hey, I didn't get a straw with this, and yeah, so I ended up just drinking, making sure not to spill it on me.
So you plan to go back to get your straw?
I don't know. I'm okay.
Sure.
Yeah, I'm all
I mean,
right.
you're not going to be using it again.
That's
so.
what I was thinking. I'm not just gonna put it up.
It would just
next-
bother me they didn't get the straw. But I paid for that straw.
Yeah, no, exactly. So yeah, go check that out if you guys want a DuckTales sipper. It's pretty cool.
Did you post a picture of it?
I will post a picture.
Have you seen anywhere else that has it?
No, I haven't seen anywhere.
It's really weird.
Yeah.
My
'Cause, you know,
my son
Nothing
loves
says
DuckTales right now.
nothing
Yeah.
says DuckTales like Smoke Jumpers Grill.
Right. Yeah.
Nothing
Yeah.
says DuckTales like woo.
All right, so tickets are now on sale for Mickey's Halloween Party. Get your tickets now. Don't wait.
Do not delay.
Get them ASAP.
Somebody might buy them all up, and then you'll have to spend more money.
Right.
I have to go through social media groups asking if anybody has any extra.
Yeah, you know
And that
those.
just sounds embarrassing.
Because
I'm
sometimes,
stupid and I didn't buy enough.
or you know what also happens is that you buy 4 tickets for your family to go, but then
Grandma from Missouri shows
grandma
up.
from Missouri shows up, and now you got to get her and her boyfriend a ticket.
Grandma has a boyfriend?
That's the way it goes in these Facebook groups.
That just sounds like some things you got a picture that you don't want to. And
Then you need an extra ticket for them. So hey, things happen. So plan accordingly.
That just reminds me of the other day somebody posted in the Stupid Annual Passholder group. Somebody posted Hey, is it true that you can park for cheaper over at Victoria Gardens?
Victoria Gardens?
I mean, not Victoria. Wow, that's far. I meant Garden Walk. I don't know why I said Victoria Gardens. That was really weird. Over at, is it true you can go park at Garden Walk and it's cheaper and blah, blah, blah? And I said, well, I just commented, well, it wouldn't matter if you'd upgrade your pass to one that has free parking.
Garden Walk's not really any cheaper to park there anyway.
I don't know. It's just
I think it's still like $20. It's
crazy.
not cheap.
It's like, why is this even something that's being debated in an annual pass holder page? I'm like, just man up and get the right pass.
Remember a few years ago when they gave you that extra hour for Friday the 13th? Like, you know, the villains were all out that day, and they gave you. It was Friday the 13th was on a Friday. Well, duh, Friday the 13th was on a Friday.
But
they're open
called
until
they
1.
called it Villains Night.
Day or something.
It was jam packed.
Yeah, it was. I got.
That's
charged-
where that shirt came from.
I had to park at Garden Walk for that, and I got charged like $20. It was ridiculous. And I was like, dang, I should have got here earlier because
Exactly.
Toy Story. Toy Story was closed.
Closed?
Yeah.
Well, that's because we didn't have the podcast to tell you what to do.
Yeah, though. Yeah.
And even then, you could just be like Tim and not listen.
All right, so I'm going to give you a quick update on refurbs. We're talking about some of the Pixar stuff for the Pixar Pier. We're going to start with Indiana Jones. Right now it's closed, but it'll be open by the time you hear this, so it probably doesn't really matter. Big Thunder Mountain will be closed coming up in July, starting on the 16th. No date on when that's going to reopen. All right, over at DCA, like we said, Toy Story Mania is now closed, so they can finish the whole makeover over there. And, of course, it will reopen on June 23rd. Along with that, you'll have the Adorable Snowman, Frosted Treats, and Nick's Knacks will close on June 18th and reopen on the 23rd. So,
Is the line for all this stuff still long?
I haven't really paid attention. But basically what this is saying is the whole pier is going to be closed from the beginning of the pier, and they're probably not going to let anyone through there until, you know, 23rd. So that's your quick little update on closures coming up.
Okay.
True.
Grad Nights.
Oh, no.
Wait, didn't we just finish those?
I already graduated.
Long ago.
Yeah.
So they announced that Grad Nite is coming back next year. It seems weird that they would do this. They ever announced this before?
No.
We talked about this once.
We've talked about this ad nauseum.
Yeah.
About what's going to happen for 2019 with Grad Nite. Well, we're getting some sort of idea.
Well, I want to say real quick that they've never announced Grad Nite days.
Right.
They've never, ever, because I always have to go and dig up when the days are for Grad Nite. So, yeah, I don't know why they decided to do this.
So, first of all, not only did they announce that Grad Nite will be back next year, which, duh. I mean, but yes, they did announce the dates, and the first thing that comes off right at the bat is that there are 2 less dates next year than there was this year, because I literally just counted. There was 18 dates this year, and next year there will be only 16 dates. Another thing I noticed is that this year the first Grad Nite was on May the 4th, which, of course, we made it a big deal about because it was a stupid day to have it.
Right.
The first Grad Nite next year won't be until May 10th. So you have May 10th, 11th, 17th, 18th, 20th, 21st, 28th, 29th, 31st, 4th, 5th, 7th, 8th, 11th, 12th, and 14th.
That's deep into the month of June.
Yeah, we're going way further into June this time than we did last time, or what we usually do. Because when was the last Grad Nite? I didn't even look
There's
at that.
the 8th.
Yeah.
It was Friday night.
So you're
No,
going
the 9th.
9th. Saturday night.
So you're going.
That seems like a weird day to have a Grad Night too.
So you're going a whole full week past what they usually have Grad Nights, but once again you're starting a week and a half later. So that might affect that. But it's still weird because of the fact that, as I mentioned, it's going from 18 dates down to 16. Now, what maybe probably the biggest part of this is the announcement that we've been talking about, how they were sending out new packages and stuff. And this actually goes into detail of stuff that we've usually we just have to find out from cast members or people from the schools, or didn't that one information we found out from you, right?
Yeah, I think so.
So, I mean, this it says, variety of ticket packages allow students to make the most of the party, including options to give them the opportunity to choose a Grad Nite visit that includes the Grad Nite experience at Disney California Adventure in the evening, a full day of Disney California Adventure Park experience, or a full day experience both Disneyland Park and Disney California Adventure. So right there, basically everything we've speculated on is for once wrong. Because we've been speculating that there would be absolutely
Well, that's
no,
a first.
Yeah, we've been saying that we thought that California or that Disneyland was going to be completely removed from the Grad Nite experience starting next year. Well, it doesn't appear that it will.
No, we initially had thought that because of the opening of Galaxy's Edge.
Right.
Correct. But not having the date for Galaxy's Edge or going in this far as we're hearing.
Well, they're
all
going to
the-
be
all
in
the blackout-
June, and
it's
all
gonna
the,
be
it's
in
going to
June.
be.
Do you think that
Yeah.
do you think that this pretty much guarantees that the opening of Galaxy's Edge will be after the 14th then now?
After Grad Nite.
I think you
So-
narrowed down your dates for Galaxy's
So
Edge.
instead of, I've been maintaining Memorial Day.
That's
but
probably wrong now.
Now, are we looking then at what's the 14th? Let me just pull up the old 2019.
Should be a Friday because of the calendar in front of us has June 14th as a Thursday. It's this week. Next year not being leap year. Should be one day ahead.
Yes, June
Should be a Friday
14th is a Friday night. In fact, looking at the calendar,
So don't remind me that we got screwed over on leap year.
All right.
it looks like on the calendar, in fact, that most of the Grad Nights are going to be Monday, Tuesdays, and Friday, Saturdays.
Ending the Friday.
But then having the
14th.
Friday will be the last one on the 14th. So are we looking and then at a opening
Probably
of
June 21st.
Galaxy's Edge on the 21st of June, possibly.
Probably with soft openings that week. They're leading in.
Possibly with hopefully some sort of AP previews.
$500 preview or whatever.
Well, I mean, they are doing AP previews, and we have discussed before the whole process of how they did AP previews for the opening of Pandora a year ago. And then I don't know if you guys have seen that they had announced AP previews for Toy Story Land
Free
in
Florida, yeah.
in Florida. So unless they really truly want to screw us over, I mean,
Here's the problem:
It
is
just
that they
seems
have-
like they should be setting us up basically that we're going to get AP previews for Galaxy's Edge.
But is it going to be 3 months later,
Oh,
like Florida?
Is that when they're getting their
September.
previews? So they're not getting them until September. Oh,
wait,
okay.
the-
See, I didn't know that.
The AP previews of Toy Story Land are in September.
It wouldn't be a preview, but it would be
It's an AP experience.
It's basically
AP nights. What are they calling it?
It says here, summer is here, and it's going to great time to be a pass holder. We are putting the finishing touches on Toy Story Land, and we can't hold back our excitement about the new experience coming to all 4 theme parks. Blah 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 blah. And it says to celebrate, we have some special surprises for in store just for you. Of course, this is an email to pass holders. It says, get ready to play big. Select Gold, Platinum Plus, and Premier Pass holders experience exclusive access to Toy Story Land at Disney's Hollywood Studios on select dates and times this September.
I mean, so what do we think? Do we think that if are we all okay if they did something like that for Galaxy's Edge?
Like later?
Like, later, like in September or something like that.
I mean, who do you think is going to wait? That's what I don't understand. Is
Well, it's not a matter of
Well,
waiting.
we're not going to wait. We're going to the
It's just-
smaller crowd.
Right. It's not a matter of waiting. If anything, it's a matter of waiting to get on rides.
Now, this event is going to be one of those that you have to register for.
Same as what happened with Pandora. You had to register for that too.
Yeah.
Now, Pandora, though, was the 2 weeks actually before the opening.
You're talking 2.5 months after, though. That's what they're.
That's how long the wait's going to be for the rides.
But don't forget, I mean, this is an event that they're going to have.
Right.
They're not telling you can't go to Toy Story Land when it
Obviously.
opens.
Bet you
well,
it's
no.
blocked.
So
What we're talking about, though, is the preview events. Are they going to offer that any sort of?
That's not what we're
preview,
talking about. I was talking about exactly what he's talking about.
But with Galaxy's Edge, we were comparing it to the Pixar Pier
I know, but that's not what I was talking about today.
with this. Okay.
That's not what I was talking about. I was talking about actual like
Pass holder event.
previews, like they did. Like I said, the 2 weeks before Pandora, they had sign-ups for pass holder previews, and you can go specific days. But that was before the opening of Pandora. With Toy Story, they're obviously going to be doing it 3 months or whatever after the fact. That's what I'm saying. Are we okay with something like that for Galaxy's Edge? Are we okay, in theory, saying, okay, we're not going to go on any Galaxy's Edge rides, but we will go in there, we will walk around, we will take many, many pictures, we will eat treats, we will buy stuff from a vendor, we will watch a battle take place in the middle of the street,
I think
we're not going to go on any rides until the AP previews come and there's no lines.
No,
because
we have friends with the DAS pass, and we'll get on the rides.
I need to go. Yeah, I need to go with you guys then.
we also have we upgraded to the Plus, so we have Max Pass. Max Pass probably when that opens will go up to $25 a day or whatever, but we have Max Pass as part of our thing. There will be no Fast Pass for those two.
You're super assuming that there's going to be Max Pass in Star Wars.
They've announced that actually already, is that there's no Fast Pass, but only Max Pass on those two attractions. So either you have Max Pass or you stand in the standard queue. It's been announced. In fact, we talked about it here on the podcast.
Wow, something that was talked about in the podcast you actually remember?
That I remember and you don't.
You need to write that down like stat.
Put it on a plaque.
Timestamp that.
Timestamp it.
Put it on a plaque.
10:26 p.m.
We're going to stick it on the wall next to the DuckTales
something
thing.
Greenwich Mean Time.
All right, I wrote down in my notes, 10:26, Tim remembers something.
That Anthony doesn't have that. Anthony didn't remember it.
That's about you.
Anyway, I was good with my hour in Cars Land. Just to check it out.
Well, here's the question is, do you think that, if you remember in 2012 when Cars Land opened and Buena Vista Street and all that opened up, I mean, there was lines into the whole Esplanade, right?
Yeah.
It was like queued off and everyone was excited. People waited all night long, right?
Yeah.
Do you think that
I was there.
Yeah, I was there as well. Do you think that that's going to be the same thing when Galaxy's Edge opens?
Yeah.
I met a whole bunch of people.
Will be waiting in line all night.
You're going to get that line all the way out to
first.
Harbor, like, where was it? 24-hour party? What did they line up for the last time? I can't remember what
The 24-hour party.
Yeah. You're going to get all that. And that's not going to be me. I'll wait a couple of days.
Me too.
I'll walk in at 9:30 at night
No,
just to walk around.
I'll do it with
and check it
I'll
out.
do it with you guys. You guys want to go and hang out? And do
I
it?
can't
I'll
stay
sit
in
there.
line that long.
Bring a chair.
You bring a chair.
I will.
You get on the floor and I'll sit on you.
No, that's
Whoa.
not happening.
I'll sit on your back. It'll probably help.
Sweet. As long as the new structure's open by then.
Why?
Yeah,
Why? Because it'll mean easier access parking. And
No, it'll still be a structure. You'll still have to get on the stupid trams. It'll
I
still
like
be
the
better.
trams.
It'll still be better to park at Toy Story.
I like the trams.
Well, they don't like you.
It'll be even better to park at Toy Story because less people want to go over to that crap hole.
Because only the smart people will be going to the crap
that's where the
hole.
buses are going.
Can I just point out that the last couple weeks you've been wearing this black visor and not the green one, and you're a different person.
Can I just point out how little you pay attention because I haven't even worn this in like a month?
Nope, I've been keeping track.
The last 2 weeks, I was sans any kind of hat.
I've been paying attention, and it was just no green visor. That's all I know.
I don't pay attention to your accessories.
You need to wear the green visor. You're a nicer person with it.
First of all, I don't have a green visor.
Yeah, you have a green
There's a green hat.
Yeah,
There's a
whatever
green
it is.
hat.
The green thing is like your...
But once again, I was not wearing a hat at all the last like 3 weeks because ever since I left the hat in the car when we went to your house last time, I have not worn a hat since then.
And,
Did you
and
leave
that's
the hat in
when,
the car?
and that's when things
Has
started.
it been there for 3 weeks?
My hat?
The hat, yeah.
Yes.
That's when things started to go
Something I would
downhill,
do.
though. Is what I'm saying.
Well, yeah, because you came on the podcast.
No, I've been here all along. When you left the green hat in the car, things have just woo, bloop, like
I don't know what his definition of
downhill.
going downhill.
Yeah, downhill.
Just because I don't agree with everything he says.
I don't know. I was thinking about how do we get it from Grad Nite to here?
So Grad Nite, so basically my thought is
So-
what we thought was going to happen is going to skip a year in 2020. Grad
Well,
Nite's
we
Star
can't even
Wars,
be sure
Star
that that's
Wars-
going to happen now.
Well, unless the attendance goes down, they're not going to want to clog
No.
Galaxy's Edge up
Right.
with the grads.
I actually wonder this. May is pretty. May 4th. That's really early to end high school. Who typically does? That's who attends grad night. That's really, really early to finish high school.
Well, sometimes grad night's before the end.
Oh, I understand that, but like, I guess if you do it on a Friday night,
Which I still don't get.
I'm just thinking about like, because I just did grad night. I did grad night at Six Flags, and it was the last day of school. The next day, I didn't have work.
Right.
I literally I came back to the school. I turned in my keys, and I was like, "Have a nice summer. See you in August."
You turned in your keys?
I turned it. Yeah, they the keys to the bathroom and the keys to the cabinets in my room. I turn in those.
Interesting.
Yeah, I don't have a lot. The door is.
You don't have a lot of trust.
The door is key coded. The door is key coded. I have
Kidding.
that. They can't get into the room. Well, they can get in the room, but they can't get in my cabinets. No, I don't know. I still think grad night at Disney's on the decline. I don't think they need to do it.
No, I think
Oh,
you're.
they
I
definitely
agree.
don't
I mean,
need
definitely,
to do it.
definitely. At this point,
They're doing it out of tradition.
Well, look at what the kids got at Six Flags. For Six Flags, I think it was only $110. So that's already less than what
Still a
Disney.
lot.
Disney, the kids went to Disney the Monday before, the Monday that I was there with you, Diggs, and they paid $160 for the park hopper to go back and forth. They didn't get a grad night; it was just them going to Disneyland. Grad night was $110. They actually got all you can eat food from like 9 p.m. to I think 1 a.m.
Yeah, all you can eat food?
All you can eat
from,
food.
From all the stands or whatever.
No. They had like an area cordoned off for them to eat too. I did too.
He's talking about Magic Mountain.
Yeah, I had chaperone food. They had tacos. I could go back and get as many as I wanted.
Ooh, tacos.
Yeah, so I mean they were pretty good.
Was it a Tuesday?
It was a Thursday. It was Taco Thursday.
Oh, man, that's a little
They did
off,
that, but then the kids got a pass to come back the rest of the year.
Wait.
All for $110.
Oh, and they give them a free season pass.
They give them a free season pass
That's
for
pretty
doing
cool.
that. So
I
they
mean,
got
that's pretty much worthless when
No.
you live in Corona, but
no lines. Well, I didn't get one. It turns out I didn't get one. I thought I would, but they're like, no, well, you didn't pay. That's what Magic Mountain told all the
someone
chaperones.
paid for you.
No one paid for me because so many kids means so many chaperones in.
Oh.
Which means I don't do anything but ride rides and just hang out whatever I want to do. But that's what it was. But
Eat tacos.
yeah, $110. You get the rides that night, which were busy because it's grad night. That's
Hey,
to be
how's
expected.
how's Justice League?
how's Justice League? You
Yeah.
know what? I didn't even get on it. That's
Oh,
not get
okay.
started into that.
I've been on it in.
I'm gonna have to go. I'm gonna have to pay to get on
Atlanta?
to have a better experience.
Rode to Six
I don't care
Flags
about
over-
Atlanta.
Well, it's the same ride. Six Flags over Georgia had the same ride. It's all right.
It's in Georgia.
It's not
the
as
same
good
thing.
as. I mean, it's the same attraction. It's okay. It's not the the technology's. It's cool, I guess. Whatever.
I just want to take a picture of the Hall of Justice.
That looked cool. I don't take a picture of that. I don't know why. They had a DJ in front of it. That's why.
Oh,
They
would-
had a
would be
DJ set
that
up
would
in-
be a
on the
cool
steps
place
of the
to
Justice
have.
That's almost as bad as strollers in front of it.
All right, so real quick about grad night. I was there on Friday, and there was a grad night going on, and we talked about
That
how
was the one you said was the final grad night, right?
no, that was Saturday.
Oh, okay, my bad.
But we talked about how they can either choose the 9 p.m. to the 1 a.m. There was a lot of schools that were actually coming in at that time. I was sitting over there by Smoke Jumpers, and all the schools were coming in
They
through.
come in at back gate.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know how we went in when they were doing Buena Vista Street, and we go in behind Soren.
Yeah,
So they're all coming in, and it was like 8:30. They were coming in.
that's different too because they used to drop them off between Carsland
Yeah.
and Bugsland.
Yeah,
They still do because that one Wednesday when I was there on I believe the 6th or whatever it was, they were coming in through that gate too. So they must be using multiple gates now,
but there was a whole bunch of kids coming in just for the 9 o'clock session.
or maybe only the ones coming in that specific session come in through
Yeah,
that gate.
Well, remember too, that's typically when grad night is because even at Six Flags has something like somewhere between 5 and 7 grad nights. They start at 9 p.m.
Well, I'm just saying that there was a lot of schools who took advantage of
Yeah.
the cheaper ticket.
Well, yeah,
They start at 9 p.m. because the park closes at 6 or 7 or 8.
the park closed at the park must have closed at 8 or 8:30.
Yeah.
because we were at the gates to come in before that.
People are on the way out, and then
Yeah.
they let you guys
And then-
in.
yeah, they scan
and
us
then they
in.
basically tell everybody else that was in a line or whatever. If you don't have a wristband, then you can't
Right.
get. They could technically they could stay in the park, but they don't. They're not able to buy. They're not able to enter any rides.
Right.
Same
I'm
wristband,
gonna
wristband.
suspect that how we were talking about how they had the multiple packages. Well, now it clearly comes down to basically 2 packages now. What it sounds like for next year is a Disneyland DCA package or just the DCA package all day.
Right.
It didn't even mention anything about just a night.
That's
package.
what we talked to before. That's what we talked about before.
Well, we did.
was
We
that
talked about that
they're-
several times.
Yeah,
'Cause I think
three
that
different
was-
packages.
Yeah, that was what you had. That it came from you,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, and so I'm gonna guess that it might be a possibility that same as what they did this year. They're going to be trying to next year. They're even more probably going to be pushing for that all DCA package.
Be a cheaper pricing, of course.
Right, have it be cheaper so that way it's more of an incentive. And once again, it's still part of the steps working to completely, like you said, get rid of the Disneyland.
I think it's
Grad Nite.
still in the cards.
And like you said, by 2020, for sure, Galaxy's Edge will be open, and it'll be
If
like,
they need to
"See ya."
control at all the attendance inside Galaxy's Edge, they're sure as hell not going to let grads in there.
Right.
As part of their thing. When they could just say Grad Night is at DCA, the same amount of people are going to go. It's not going to affect their attendance of Grad Night at all, I doubt.
No.
Right?
No,
Why would
probably
it?
not. No.
Hey, so Star Wars Celebration tickets went on sale, as we mentioned last week. I mentioned that they would be going on sale in between recording and release of the podcast. Well, they went on sale, and, well, just within like 3 days, 5-day tickets had sold out.
Bye.
Fastest ever for a Star Wars Celebration. Most of the time, you could get into the next year, and there was still tickets available.
In Chicago?
In Chicago, of all places.
5-day tickets have sold out.
5-day tickets and Saturday single-day tickets have also now sold out.
Yeah, that's expected.
All that is left, basically, is
Thursday, individual.
the individual.
Thursday, Friday.
There's tickets for the Bounty Hunter preview, I believe, which is on Thursday. And then there is tickets for the other days. I'd have to check for sure. But, yeah, 5-day tickets and Saturday individual day tickets have completely sold out.
Do they have a 4-day only?
Unprecedented. No.
Friday through Monday?
No.
It's probably the 5, like any
If
other
anything, it would
con
be
of
probably
5-day or the
Thursday for-
individual days.
Right.
That's a shocker. How many
so
people
it's,
got shot during this process?
What?
How many people were shot during this process?
What are you talking about?
Well, it's in Chicago.
What does that have to do with anything?
I'm just saying. I mean, I imagine that if being in Chicago, that some people would have already been shot, even if it hasn't happened yet.
Greedo. Let's move on.
Yeah.
Okay. So, yeah.
Dan got it.
Yeah.
So they are now gone. If you didn't get yours, well,
You're screwed.
pretty much. And it's sad because there's so many people out there who I know didn't get tickets. I think Joey Pittman was one of those that commented that he was still waiting to get paid or something. And
you can't do this stuff and like worry about I need to wait to get paid. It doesn't work like that.
Well, that's what I mean. But that was the second thing that they announced Star Wars Celebration. And it was like, oh, here's Star Wars Celebration.
Yeah, but nobody.
You're gonna have to pay for it in like 2 weeks. And here you're gonna have to come up
Yeah.
with $219
Now.
for tickets in just 2 weeks. And I'm like, it's not fair. It's like usually they give more announcement
months
and
or something, right?
something like that, or you at least have or normally they don't sell out in like 3 days,
or they offer a layaway.
or
Maybe not for Celebration, but for a lot of the big festivals and stuff that's similar to that, they offer, you pay $119 now plus $79 a month.
This
for 4
is not
months.
Kmart, dude.
no, this is not Kmart.
I'm just telling you,
Nobody
maybe not
literally-
I thought he was talking about Coachella.
I'm not, well, yeah, for Coachella, Electric Daisy. It's not specifically for this, but for this type of
okay,
thing.
that's not even anything the same as a con.
I
No,
think
it's not.
Comic-Con has layaway.
No, it
He,
doesn't.
he just meant a big amount of money for somebody that doesn't have that big amount of money all in one shot.
When they only give a certain amount of time.
Right, and what I'm saying is that it's unfair, and there's definitely no layaway. That's stupid. I mean, it would be nice, but I mean,
If they were trying to, there's no reason for them not to offer it. They make more money doing it.
They don't need to offer it.
They don't
when
need to
they
offer
sell
it. It's
out
sold
in
out in
3
3
days.
days.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? It's just not fair because it didn't give a lot of people enough time.
I wonder what the capacity
But-
is. Is it bigger than what we have here?
We literally discussed this on a podcast
I know
already.
we have, but does that mean they're using the entire space?
No, they are going to use the entire space, and actually the arena inside that they're using for the big presentations itself holds 5,000 people.
That's what ours holds here, I think. Or
No,
more.
it doesn't. It's like the largest arena in any convention center or something like that. It's already one of the top 3 convention centers in the United States.
Not the arena, that new place they have downstairs. Holds more, but not the arena. So you're talking about Anaheim.
Did
Yeah,
they expand on that?
No, didn't they have it downstairs? How much where you guys saw the parks and
That was upstairs.
was it upstairs?
Downstairs was where you had the line, where the lines
Yeah,
were.
that all got messed up last. Yeah,
Well, yeah, one of
that part. But the arena's not that big. The arena doesn't hold 5,000 people.
Well, the arena, they weren't even using the arena. Well, they used the arena for D23 last year.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
But
They used it
Star
for
Wars-
Celebration.
They
That's
used
where
it for
the main
Celebration,
announcement
but D23 in 2015 they did not use it because of what happened at Star Wars Celebration. Because every single time they had a panel in there or the big panels, it was just like a mass of people trying to get out of there, and
Well,
everybody
the
was
only
getting
way
stomped. And
that's the other problem, though, too,
And
is the
there's
way
stairs
the way
and-
they're using that convention center now. The only way to exit from that arena is to exit out. They exit them outside.
right, they
And
were
then you
doing
have
that
to-
for that panel
But
because
then
they
you
were
have to re-enter.
the first panel, the JJKK panel, the first day of celebration
Yeah.
in 2015. When they
when they played the trailer.
when they played the trailer, they put the poster, the doors for some stupid ugly poster that I didn't even get.
Oh, I got a whole
Because-
bunch of them, and then they were like $20 selling on eBay.
Why? It's an ugly poster.
I don't know. Can't explain why people buy
Talking about
things.
the one that was in the very first panel.
Yeah,
Like rose gold backpack.
I don't even remember what that poster would look like. It just said it was
it
just
just
like
said
words.
Star Wars: The Force Awakens on it.
Right.
That's
It
all.
was horrible. It wasn't even worth waiting for. So, but yeah, they forced everybody outside, and then everybody literally. There was a big mass of people going around the convention center back to the front
Just to
entrance.
get back in.
Just to get back in because they made everybody go back out. But yeah.
Well, the problem with that is that if they had done the same thing at D23 this last year, the line to get in was already massive. So if you'd entered out, you would have been filtered into this line that was already existing, and you'd be at the end of it,
Well, they have a lot
even
to,
though you were already inside.
Well,
Sucks
that-
for you. Anyway.
Anyways, yeah, they have a lot to work on before D23
Oh, yeah,
next
they
year.
absolutely
But
do.
anyways, back to Chicago. Yes, so it is all sold out. The they released hotels at a lot of the hotels. Apparently, people were not happy with the way the hotel release was handled. Apparently, they were releasing hotels and they were saying they were gone, and then they were going fast, and then they started releasing hotels in blocks. Like they released a batch of hotels one day, and then the next day they released more hotels, and then the day that the 5-day tickets went on sale, people were complaining, and then they released even more hotels that day. It's just like that. I think what happened was that they had so many hotels that they were using that hotels further and further away kept saying, okay, well, we'll get in on it or something like that.
It must be, man, because
It has to be, because how would they keep adding hotel blocks?
when I go to conferences in San Diego, it's horrible like that. The way they release it in blocks like that, and then you get hotels that are official hotels for whatever you're
Right.
doing, but they don't have the same amenities.
Well, we have,
Stupid.
we're going to we're going to Gallifrey One, the Doctor Who convention at
Yeah.
the airport, and when they release, they do the same thing with the hotel. They basically until they release the blocks for the hotel, they show the whole entire hotel as being sold out. They won't even sell tickets at all for the hotel.
Until it
until
opens. Well, can
it
you do it in the
opens
same shot too?
For the con? No, it's usually like 3 weeks after the actual tickets for the con go
Yeah,
on
but
sale.
when I do conferences, like as soon as registration opens for the conference, that's when you can literally from the same website get a link to a hotel.
Oh no,
room,
it's
too.
like I said, it's completely different. The tickets go on sale, and then 2 weeks later, they have the day for the hotel, and the hotels, all the rooms are literally gone in like less than 20 seconds.
What would make more sense is if they released the tickets, and as soon as you completed your ticket purchase, it allowed you to go to the hotel portal and then purchase a
I think
hotel
that's kind of
room.
what it does for the conference. It's something. It's similar
Maybe
to
for
that.
yours, but I'm saying for this, if they release them separately, it allows people to buy rooms that aren't really going and they're not sure yet. You buy your ticket, and that allows you. You have a 5-day ticket. It
Because
allows you to buy
usually
6 days of hotel.
at a special price because it's usually at a there's some kind of deal going
Well, yeah,
on.
that's
with
the
that.
whole point. That's why they're blocks, because you're getting it at a special con rate.
Yeah.
Right, but if they only allowed you to have that rate,
Like
after
the Marriott for like the like I said for the Doctor Who convention, that's normally probably like a $250, $300 room, but we get it at the con rate is $150 to $5 a night.
Wow, that's a big.
So, and then that's actually way better than even if we had wanted to get like say the Marriott or the Hilton next door as a backup.
This is
It would
here
have
in
cost
Anaheim?
no, that's Marriott LAX Marriott.
Oh,
And if you wanted to get the Hilton next door as a backup before those even went on sale, that would have cost like $220 a night.
Man, you're getting a deal. I'm getting screwed at $250 a night for a room and gas lamp at a
Well,
hotel
what do you
that's
expect
not.
for San Diego?
Yeah.
So anyways, if you are going to Star Wars Celebration, good luck. And I'd actually like to hear if we have any listeners that are going to be going to Star Wars Celebration. Email us, mousepire@gmail.com. Subject line, Chi-Town.
we've got some announcements for video games from E3, right?
We do. There was actually a couple Disney-related things. Of course, we can start with the one that
Everyone's talking about.
Everybody's been talking about for 13 years.
Yeah.
Because it was pointed out that when this finally releases, it'll have been 13 years since the second one. It had been like 13 years and 6 months or something like that.
That's crazy.
So, anyways, of course, we are talking about Kingdom Hearts. We have been waiting for, I don't know how long. I got it.
The third one?
Yeah, I got the one.
The pirate?
We've been waiting, I don't know how long for, they've been talking about Kingdom Hearts 3 for
a while.
Long
time.
As I just mentioned, it'll actually, by the time this finally has a release date in January of 2019, and that has been pushed back I don't know how many times, but by the time it comes out, it'll have been 13 years since Kingdom Hearts 2 came out. And at E3, we actually got 3 consecutive days of Kingdom Hearts trailers. One of them on the one day announced that Frozen was going to be in it.
Barf.
And then nobody asked for your opinion.
I gave it.
And then they also announced Monsters, Inc.
Ooh, awesome.
And they announced Pirates. Bleh. Nobody cares.
Is it the redhead?
What?
Do they have a redhead?
No, Pirates the movie.
Yeah, but do they have a redhead?
Why would they have a...
Why wouldn't they?
You're stupid. So...
Man, you need your green hat.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, things are going downhill fast.
Bro, you? Yes, it was announced that... Now, Pirates was in Kingdom Hearts 2 because Pirates had literally probably just been out a few years when Kingdom Hearts 2 came out. So... It's been done before, but the graphics obviously are much better and everything. But so let's. They had, like I said, they had 3 trailers, but we'll just check out the one that includes Pirates.
Hold up.
Because that's what Tim wants.
Well, I think that's the best one, don't you?
Before you do that, there was talk at one point about putting that on different platforms. Is it going to be on different platforms, or is it still going to be?
No, because it's coming out in January of 2019. It's basically going to close out the generation. It's going to be a generation closeout.
For Sony.
Well, no, for all the systems.
Well, it's only on one system.
Okay, then for Sony.
Well, that's what I was asking, because at one point there was talk about putting it on.
But waiting for the next gen.
Xbox.
Yeah, for basically the PS5.
Okay.
Oh,
I know that it's going to be coming out maximized for the PS4 Plus. I know it's going to be maximized for that.
What he's talking about is whether or not it would be on Xbox or Switch or something.
Oh, is that what you were asking?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Then as far as I know,
it's always been a
PlayStation.
What's the other title that they have that's... They have one other one that's like totally exclusive.
They have a lot of titles that are exclusive.
But what's the biggest one?
Well, right now, Horizon Zero Dawn.
Oh. Well, I meant like old school, like it's always been. There's like a... I don't remember. Okay.
Sure. Metal Gear Solid was always exclusive.
That's true.
So here we go.
Yo ho, a pirate's life for me.
Why are you so happy?
'Cause we get to be pirates again.
Yep, you always did like this world.
Still, it's a real shame we don't have a bigger ship.
Alright, so we're having some technical difficulties, and the other one didn't really seem to have enough talking in it, so I'm going to play this other one.
It's cold. Guess he's too used to the beach.
Hey, Islander, what can I say? Huh? Look, even the sea's turning to ice. Wow. A walking, talking snowman. You really are alive.
Hello. Olaf, are these your friends?
Nope. Never met him. Don't know anyone blue, green, or who's oddly spiky.
Ah! Ah! Yeah. Whoa! Give me strength. Whoa! Yeah! Ha! Take this!
Look out!
Whoa. That's amazing. You can control ice.
Control it? No, all I ever do is hurt people. This is my home now. I can't go back. I don't want to hurt anyone.
Herc! Look out! Oh!
Things they don't really mean. Oh, you're only everything I ever dreamed.
Roxas does exist. His heart's inside my heart.
The other Twilight Town is just data.
So what will Elsa accept? Light or darkness? I know I want to know.
Well, good for you, but guess what? I won't let her fall to darkness.
This Keyblade.
Is that?
Mickey. You're too late.
Whoa.
Mickey's too late.
January 29th, 2019. That is the release date.
So I need to buy a PlayStation for Christmas?
And not to correct Tim, but I enjoy correcting Tim. Right here at the bottom, Dan.
Yeah. Okay.
Tim is 100% wrong.
About
Xbox One.
It will be on the Xbox One.
Well, I would say up to this point, it's been on the one system that I understood.
Yeah, no, it was. It has. That's
so
why I asked
Dan's
you.
question.
To be fair,
Anthony didn't know the answer either.
No, to be fair, there's only literally been one Kingdom Hearts previous to this that came out during the time of Xbox.
Yeah.
There was no Xbox during when Kingdom Hearts 1 came out.
Right. So if
so
it's
the only one to
those...
really have come out during the Xbox period has been Kingdom Hearts 2. So just because that one wasn't on.
But it seems like about 10 years ago they announced Kingdom Hearts 3.
Well, true.
And at the time there was questions about whether it's going to be multi-platform or it's still on the PlayStation.
Epic Mickey and Epic Mickey 2 was on the Wii systems as well, so there's a chance that they might release it on Switch too.
There is a possibility. I just want to also point out that
that
Frozen trailer came out was on during the Xbox panel. So that should have been the first clue.
That works for me. I can save a few $100.
So yeah, we'll see. I don't know if I'll get it or not. I mean, because I never beat the first one. I got stuck on the Hercules level and gave up.
On the first game?
What?
On the first one?
Yeah.
He's still a 0 over here.
You know, I should probably pick up an old PlayStation, or is it PS2 that it came out on?
Why would you do that when you can get the remastered one that they did?
On what system?
I don't know. What system was that they did the remastered?
I have no idea.
Probably PS4.
I had an original PlayStation. So that's what I had.
I know that there was a
They've
Kingdom
remastered
Hearts.
it, so I know that you can get a newer version of it.
There's some sort of Kingdom Hearts on DS for Nintendo that they released at one point, like remix or something.
Sure.
I remember I tried playing it, but it was very difficult to go through.
Probably because it was on DS.
Yeah.
That
takes come a long way.
The game wasn't very good.
That's a discussion for a different day.
Yeah. All right, so that was announced. Like I said, they definitely announced that there will be, as I said, Pirates will be back, Frozen, Tangled, and I have to say that the animation on a lot of them, I mean, it almost rivals the animation of the actual movies.
Yeah, I was noticing
If you look at Rapunzel and you look at Anna and Elsa, The animation is like right there with the movies. It's like really amazing. It's like super surprising. I'm like, damn.
Like diggity damn.
Yes, something like that. I was trying to see where if I had a post that actually named all of the places that they confirmed, but I don't. But I know that Toy Story, Monsters, Frozen, Pirates. I don't remember what was the one that we confirmed the last time when there was announced at last year's E3. Remember they had a video last year's E3 and they confirmed some land. I don't remember. That would be in a podcast from a year ago after last year's E3.
I think I listened to that one.
So also at E3 during the mostly unimpressive EA panel.
EA, that must be Star Wars.
Yes. They announced several additions coming up to Battlefront 2. Starting this fall, they will be adding Clone Wars content, which is going to be very exciting for a lot of people that are Clone Wars fans. They will be adding Anakin Skywalker, Obi-Wan Kenobi, Sith Lord Count Dooku, and General Grievous. They will also be adding a new location, which will be Geonosis. And if it's anything like all the other levels that are inside of Star Wars Battlefront 2, you will most likely be going underground. Because they love having levels on Battlefront 2 that go underground.
You can go underground.
They also announced that they will be adding a new mode with Hero Starfighters, a Heroes and Villains mode with Starfighters, which I've been saying ever since the game came out. I'm like, why don't they have a Heroes and Villains mode with Starfighters? Because it's like, unless you're super, super good, nobody ever gets to use hero vehicles. So, and then they will also be adding a brand new mode that sounds very much like the old school Battlefronts. It's a linear large-scale mode in which players battle for control of objectives around the map. That, to me, sounds like the original Battlefront, doesn't it?
Like Halo.
Or something like that, yeah. So, that'll be cool. That won't be until the fall. Right now, of course, is the Han Solo season, and they're doing all of the, right now, all the costumes and stuff for the Solo tie-in. And then they also announced, which we had first heard about, I don't know, maybe a year ago, probably at last E3, that Respawn Entertainment was going to be doing a game in conjunction with EA, and that was announced as being a game called Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order.
EA Sports.
No, that's not the sports.
Right.
And that will arrive during the 2019 holiday season. Now, when they say 2019 holiday season, does that mean beginning of 2019 or does that mean end of 2019? It's like when they say holiday, it's like, well,
12 days of Christmas.
So they're saying that this is going to come out probably about the time of episode 9.
Yeah.
That's what it sounds like to me. And this will be a single-player action-adventure title that tells a new story set shortly after the events of Revenge of the Sith. And it will be centered around a Padawan that escaped Order 66. A lot of people have speculated that it should be Kanan.
Kanan, yeah.
But
the Rebels
it's very highly doubtful that that's who it'll end up being, but it would be cool if that was the case. So that's going to be cool. We'll probably find out more about that at Star Wars Celebration next year.
Well, we'll hear news from it because we won't be there because tickets are sold out.
Right. We'll hear about it, and then most likely at E3 next year as well.
Yeah.
So, cool.
I always like the tie-ins for this stuff, like because they'd usually do books and stuff like that with it.
Right.
And that's always kind of cool. They get the story because it's especially now because it's all canon again.
Right. Yeah, because they've done 2 Battlefront books.
Yeah, when they had what's the
Twilight Company came out with
Star Killer when that was still when that was still canon.
Right.
Force Unleashed.
Force Unleashed.
Yeah, that was a great book. Actually.
Yeah,
that was a really good book.
That even had a comic too, didn't it?
I don't remember.
Or was it just a comic adaptation?
Yeah, probably just a tie into the an adaptation. There you go. That's a fantastic word.
Thank you.
So we can talk Infinity War now because I think
everybody dies.
The embargo is lifted.
The embargo, the blockade So we have Infinity War news. Not that we need to know that how awesome Infinity War is doing, but Infinity War has just become the 4th movie in history to cross the $2 billion mark in the worldwide box office.
So we didn't need to know, but you're telling us anyway.
What?
We didn't need to know.
Well, you didn't.
Well,
you would have saw it anyway.
Right. So if you guys haven't gone and see Infinity War yet, well, you're probably not a Marvel fan. Go see Solo.
Well, it's time for the mail.
Yeah.
We have some mails today.
We have, yes.
All right.
Yes.
There's 4 of them sitting right here. You don't want.
Well, other than the 4 males here in the room,
And an otter.
we've got some mails and messages.
All right, so it says right here, new emailer. It says from Mark Aracheta.
Hello, Mark.
And he says, hi, everyone. So, random question. Is one of your podcasters, I believe his name is Tim, the voice of Goofy?
Definitely not.
Gordish.
You look nothing like Bill Farmer.
No, Bill Farmer's got it. He's got it going on. I'm not the business.
So apparently this is one of your friends.
Yeah, that's where Elizabeth is right now.
All right. Hey, guess what? We got another email.
From?
Elizabeth.
Oh, my goodness. I hope she's got something good for us. What's
All right.
she got?
Her subject line is, it's been a while. She says, hey, MousePIRE guys, do you miss me? LOL.
Of course. Every moment that I'm not with you.
That was cute.
What about you guys?
That was cute. I miss you too. Every moment that I'm not with you.
Oh, thanks.
He was talking to Tim.
Him or her or me?
Oh yeah, you.
Oh, good.
I could definitely say I do miss her because she is so fun to have around, and we can rag on Tim.
Yeah,
together.
That's pretty much how it works.
It's awesome.
Whenever she's here, I get ragged on.
Right.
Wait, I thought I'd do that anyway.
It's different when it's a lady.
Oh wait, it's only when I'm not wearing a green hat apparently.
Downhill, bro. Downhill. Things are going downhill. Back to the uphill.
All right. Well, this is my going a little downhill. I don't know. As my not so baby recently became an adult, walking through the park the other day, taking graduation pictures and getting run over by strollers with some not so good drivers, it had me thinking.
Sorry.
If you could choose only one thing for Disney to get rid of, what would it be? All right. And then she says, all strollers or all smoking. Even though it's already in one place, but people do sneak off to smoke elsewhere, like the entrance to Galaxy's Edge by Frontierland. So long for now. Hopefully not too long. Elizabeth the Dumble Lady.
Bye. This is actually, this was a question that I saw in another group.
Yeah,
too.
I did see this online.
And there's been some interesting comments. I was wondering what your thoughts were, Anthony.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear the question.
If Disney was only going to ban one thing and you got to choose, and it's all strollers or all smoking, what would it be? He can't choose.
Can you come back to me?
Yeah, we can come back to you. What do you think, Dan?
Well, I used to push a stroller. I'm going to have to go with smoking.
I'm sorry to butt in, but I mean, to be honest, strollers are everywhere. Smoking's literally down to one place.
Yeah,
so
one in each park.
So just nix it.
That answers the question.
If it's down to one place, bye.
I think he's saying that you can avoid the smoking.
I'm saying you could easily avoid walking by the smoking section.
Hey, I was smart with my stroller. Not like I left my alien
All right,
popcorn bucket in there to
now
get
let
taken.
me just say something, Dan. Just because you used to push strollers.
Just because you're a responsible stroller
doesn't
owner.
mean you have to like them.
Yeah.
Now, I've always hated strollers in the park, even before it got so overcrowded with strollers, that my best friend who, when his son was born and we went to Disneyland, he's all, oh, sorry, guy, I brought a stroller. So he knew I hated strollers, but yeah, it wasn't that long before the kid can walk. And
it's a necessary evil. So I used to rent them there.
You know what? Well, that's a good thing to do.
At least you're renting reasonable sized strollers.
Here's what it was, because I go a lot with just my kids or my brother and my 2 kids. So if my wife was with me, we took our stroller, but I never left anything in it. When I went on a ride or something or some attraction, when I went by myself and just him, I used to rent it. Why? Less I have to deal with.
Well, that's a good thing right there.
So I used to do that. Didn't worry about it getting stolen by some lady. Oh. Too soon?
All I know is when I was 3 years old and I was walking around Disneyland. Oh yeah, keyword walking around Disneyland at 3 years old. We did not have a stroller.
Well,
I was not in a stroller. So
see, even at 3, and I'm just playing devil's advocate now. But even at 3, if you're there all day, the kid's going to get tired. And you needed at least one stroller.
I disagree.
To do that.
Hard disagreement. My opinion is that you can easily avoid the smoking if you want to, but the strollers are becoming a hazard.
When it's the big... Now, maybe they should do it so it's like a certain size, because if it's that big wagon one, because you know you can get around the rule. As long as they push it, yeah, you can have it. That's ridiculous. What do
I
you
just
need that
want
for?
to say, I'm going to butt in because my point is, you said, if you have a couple of kids or whatever. Well, there was me and my brother.
Mm-hmm.
There was no strollers involved. Just got to say
How
that.
old were you?
I was 3.
All right, so that's my thing is that before 3 or 4 years old, these children are not going to remember being there.
Beep, 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 beep.
Got
Sorry,
breaking news.
I got breaking news.
Breaking
I got
news.
breaking news.
Strollers are now banned at
the
Disneyland.
Whitewater Snacks hot dog of the month is the Euro dog.
The Euro dog?
Apparently, according to the poster, new hot dog of the month, apparently their most popular, it's meaty.
Smeaty?
An exact quote.
All
It's
right.
meaty. But yes, the hot dog of the month at Whitewater Snacks for June is the Euro dog.
I have a story
It is
about
served
Euros.
with sliced Euro meat, cucumbers, tomatoes, red onions, has tzatziki sauce and feta, served with fries. Thank you.
All right, so I'm just going to say I would rather get rid of strollers than smoking because they're in only one area in each park.
I was in a I'll say discussion with a woman regarding this topic in another group.
I'm sure he uses that
And-
term loosely.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Well, it's one of those sarcastic groups, so it's a little looser conversation.
So it's really bad conversation.
So,
then.
but she said, "Oh, you can't
Probably
get away
ignorant.
with not having a stroller for a child." And I said, "Well, any child that's old enough to remember being there should be able to walk.
Exactly.
And if they can't walk, if they're smaller than that, then you should be able to put them in some sort of like on your back contraption. If they need to not walk,
You would have been all right putting them on one of those on your back contraptions.
you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
Like,
I know what you're talking about.
or
I'm
they
asking
have-
you if you would have used it.
I'm not saying me. I'm saying before 3 years old or whatever, they're too small to even remember being there.
Now, I can say, even when my kids were old enough to remember, and if they got tired without a stroller, I carried them back.
Right. Now,
And then never
now
complained
her
about it.
point was that these are their, even if they don't remember, there's photos, and that's their formative years, and they're really, they love the characters and being there and stuff, and that's fine. But if that's their formative years, they should also be able to, how do I put this correctly? You should be teaching them during their formative years that walking during a fun time is something that you have to push yourself through.
Yeah.
If they have the easy access of I just want to be lazy in the stroller.
Never was that. It became end of the day. I've got one stroller. If the daughter wanted to sit in it and have the son in her lap, kind of in front of her, that's what you got. But it was usually the end of the day. Yeah, as soon as they're old enough to walk. Well, you've been with my kids plenty of times.
Yeah.
They carry their own backpacks, jackets, water.
I'm not saying
No,
you.
I'm not.
just
I'm not taking it as
I
an
think
attack.
that
I'm
some
just saying.
families use them as a crutch almost, and you're gonna end up with a lazy kid.
Yeah, my baby's only 85 months old. He still belongs to
I
the
just want to
85 months, huh?
I just want to make a point that if anybody doubts how much strollers need to be banned from Disneyland, next time you're at Disneyland, pay attention to how many empty strollers there are.
That's the problem.
That's what I'm saying.
They're not even being
That's
used half
just to
the time.
reinforce what
They're there as a crutch.
Just to actually agree with what Tim was saying and reinforce what Tim was saying. Pay attention next time you're at the park of how many strollers are going around with nobody in it, or that it's just filled with a bunch of shit.
Can we change this and get rid of the electronic carts instead?
I
think that
those got to. That's just an adult stroller.
But
that's got to go.
Those suck.
I agree, but
however, when you've got people with disabilities, it's a different.
Okay, so I went on the Walk and Waltz Footsteps tour. I might as well have been at a parade of those damn things. In fact, I know my brother had done the same tour. I know we didn't do things on that tour that he did because no one could keep up. Now, how dirty is that? That I spent the same amount of money as my brother and he did more than I did.
That is dirty. I would have
Did you
complained.
actually do more? I mean, or did he actually do
Yeah,
more? If you knew it,
they
for a
actually
fact-
rode several attractions that I didn't get to ride, and I found out later this is what we did. And I'm like, those damn freaking carts
so
held
you
us
didn't-
up.
So you didn't know.
On the tour, no. Otherwise, I would have been like, I
would've
need
been like,
some
oh,
restitution
hell
right
no.
here, buddy.
He needs to be
You
restituted.
like that word? That's a good word.
Restituted.
That's a good one.
Gotta get
All right,
restituted.
we're going to move on. Thanks for your question,
Who's
Elizabeth.
who's next there from Elizabeth's?
All right. I believe this is email number 3 from Rachel.
Oh, hello, Rachel. She's here every week now.
Is it number 3? I believe it's number 3.
She's got one more before the nickname.
I know. I was going to have to start thinking of something for the nickname.
Rootin' Tootin' Rachel. I like that.
All right. So she says...
That's why you're not in charge of the nicknames.
Sure.
She says, hey, guys. So I know you have basically said everything that needs to be said about AP complainers, but I think this needs to be said too. I don't know if you've said it before, but I think the big problem with the pass holes is they all seem to have a sense of entitlement.
That's pretty much the definition of pass hole.
I'm special. Let me have my rose gold backpack, millennial pink ears, and my spirit jersey so I can take the perfect pic and post it to Instagram.
She forgot the MU hat.
You know, if we would have had time to talk about the whole Star Wars thing, that would have been like a perfect segue because it's all about entitlement as well.
Yeah.
Now you're taking things away from me, and I'm going to throw a fit. Get over it. Get over yourself and just enjoy what you get, what you have. Get an ice cream cone and people watch. One of my favorite things to do at the park. Okay, I've said my piece. I'm done. Rachel.
Bye.
My only response to that is that there's certain situations where you've been going for a long time and you're used to doing things in a certain way, and all of a sudden some cast member wants to insist to you that it's a different way. That's the only time I feel like I become a real passhole.
The definition of entitlement. What are you talking about?
Where I know that it's supposed to work a certain way, and somebody's obviously very new, or they're just not willing to put the effort in, whatever those circumstances are, and then the passhole in me comes out and says, "No, that's not how it works."
I agree because you get those cast members that are like, "No, it's been like that for a while."
Well, no, because I just
really?
did it last week, and
I'm like, "Really? Because how long have you been here?" Oh, the summer.
Yeah. For a while for you is what, half of the time that you've worked here or something?
I think one time it literally they had been there for like 2 months.
Right.
I'm like, really? That's always? How about you give me somebody that actually has been working here for a while?
I don't know if I've said this on the podcast before, but for me, it's a saying that I've always lived by is that inconsistency breeds mistrust. And when people or companies can't keep simple things consistent, how are you supposed to be able to trust your experience with
Yet
them?
you still have a pass.
Well, of course. I love Disneyland, but...
All right. Thank you for your email, Rachel. And I guess we're going to be thinking of a nickname soon.
As long as you're right next week.
I think that was email number 3.
Yeah.
These guys didn't confirm that.
Fancy Nancy, where are you? That's what I have to say.
Or else you won't be fancy anymore.
Okay, yes, I am confirming it is. My email just jumped up on me. Yeah, it is number 3 for her. So she has, 2 more? Is that what it was? 5?
Sure.
Yeah,
okay.
I think it was 5.
Yeah, so 2 more emails, and then we'll think of a nickname. Right, Dan, do you have a quick little email or
live email from Dan the Mailman?
Yeah. Hi, guys. How's it going? Finally back on the podcast this week.
Really?
Should be here most of the summer.
Cool.
Yeah, I do have a question about the stage in downtown Disney.
Ooh, that's a good question.
Have we heard anything about closures? Next week, I know you guys aren't necessarily fans. I grew up that ska fan, so I really like Suburban Legends.
True.
Yeah, they're going to be playing next week for their last...
I wouldn't be surprised if they're closing out the stage then.
Their last hoorah. That's what I was wondering if you
When
heard
is
anything about. That is next Tuesday, actually. So
it's a weird
this
day.
is
we're going to have to
outside,
see what
though.
we do there.
What I think they're going to announce is that the bands are moving back into the terrace. They're going to move back into the park for the summer, which
How
is
much
what
longer
they usually do.
How much longer do you think... haven't we had this discussion? How much longer do you think bands are going to be in the terrace?
Oh, I don't know.
They're not a money draw.
I mean, because the bands were playing last year at this time already.
Yeah.
So
and the dueling DJs. Can't forget the dueling DJs.
My God.
Yeah, but the bands playing last year at this time was a big cluster F because of the fact that they were trying to squeeze them in there with the existing thing, and the fact that they didn't change they had the different speakers, and they didn't redo the whole sound system, and every single band that was playing there was complaining that they were sounding horrible, and right?
Yeah.
Where, at the terrace?
Yes.
I mean, everyone's going to complain about everything. I think they sounded just fine.
No, they didn't.
Then they need to
that's
do.
not an
then
answer.
Then
Wait,
they
we
need to
talking
do a
about-
little
Then you know
work.
nothing about sound.
But then they need to do a little work.
We talking about the band saying that the sound? 'Cause
Even the bands were complaining.
That's
that
a different thing entirely because of what you're hearing.
Yeah.
On the stage.
But
that's different.
I mean,
entirely.
having them do a little work.
No,
with the sound
literally
or whatever.
everybody agreed that because they changed those speakers at Tomorrowland Terrace.
Yeah.
Just before that, they changed them from omnidirectional speakers to just forward-facing speakers, basically.
Basically.
So that instead of having the sound spread out like it used to, the sound just literally
Straight
goes
out.
straight out into the
pit
in front.
That's what I call it.
Basically into the pit, yeah. And that was the problem, is that they were having trouble. In fact, who was it that one time didn't even went on super late because they were taking forever to tune?
Oh, yeah.
Was that Hard Day's Night, or was that
I don't
somebody
remember.
else?
I don't
Somebody
remember
else
what band it
came on
was.
super late because they were having trouble getting the sound even right, and then they were complaining, and then about that same time is when they had all those people working the soundboard that didn't know what they were doing.
Right.
So, okay, they play the 19th. So, have we heard anything beyond that?
No,
That'd be pretty close to when everything closes down.
That's
there
got to
anyway.
be pretty close because you figure Earl of Sandwich's last day is the 24th. You said, or what would you say? Starbucks is the 26th. So,
Do you think they'll bring a stage back once it reopens?
Where would they put it?
That's true.
There's going to be a stage inside of the hotel.
Just like Vegas, dude.
Just so I can get my Earl of Sandwich at Starbucks there too.
I mean, that's not crazy to think that there might be some sort of music.
I want
going
the
on there.
hotel to be like the MGM Grand. I want a stage in there. I want
loud AF.
I want the Rainforest Cafe. That's the only reason why I said MGM Grand, because there's a Rainforest Cafe inside of it. And then they have they remember they used to have the big display right across from the Rainforest Cafe was where the tigers were.
Yeah.
All I know is that Disney, in one form or another, has had bands for every year for 20 years at least, right?
Longer
Can you
than
think
that.
of
that,
no, I'm saying,
80s.
I said at least. Can you think of a year in the last 20 where they haven't had bands?
I don't know.
Year before last.
No, they had them in the park
Well, in the 90s is when they quit.
for a little while, right? With the Buzz.
Yeah.
Yeah, when that wasn't
Club Buzz.
that
when
was,
it became Club Buzz temporarily.
yeah, that was in 98 or 99.
And then,
Well, they quit before that.
Right.
well, while it was all under construction.
I just meant when Club Buzz.
No, just before all that Buzz stuff.
Right.
Trust me.
I remember going in like 98, 99, and the music was back.
No,
Yeah, 98, 99.
that was still Club Buzz.
They had music. I mean, I have a memory of being there. I have
There was
photos.
no music at all while Club Buzz was going on.
It was Radio Disney.
I have photos of being there during
Well, Radio
during-
Disney was there.
I
during
know.
Raver Day in 98 and 99. And they had music. They had a band. They had
Was it just in your
Voyager
head?
was playing. Remember Voyager? Yeah.
Yeah, they were there before.
Yeah,
Buzz.
Voyager was mid 90s. You're probably mistaken about the year.
No, I know the year because that's the year I started going to rave parties.
Okay.
It was 98. And then in 99, and then in 2000.
Club Buzz was 2000.
But
So
I
you
said-
went just before.
I mean, Club Buzz started in 2000.
2000.
Okay. So 98 to 2000, I guess, is what I'm talking about.
All right, well, thank you for your email, your live email there, Dan, the mailman. All right, thank you for your email, Mark. No, he's not goofy, but pretty much he's... Never mind. All right, thank you for your email, Elizabeth. Hope to see you soon.
I'm surprised. Is there no email from Ernesto?
No, and thank you for your email, Rachel. Two more.
I just told him today, write your email. Don't forget. I know he's listening. He was complaining that last week that the YouTube didn't get uploaded fast enough or something.
Well, last week's episode is not up on YouTube, I don't believe. Tim the Tech was busy setting up E3, and he's been busy working, doing all this kind of crap with early calls. So I don't think he actually had a chance to put the episode up. I haven't really checked, but usually...
Yeah, I know Victoria was asking me when the
okay.
YouTube was going to go up. 'Cause
Yeah,
that-
usually...
I think that's easier for her nowadays to be able to listen to that somehow.
Some people have YouTube Red where they can listen in the background.
Right. So, yeah, right now, I just looked. Yeah, it's not up.
Like how I listen to you?
Right.
Yeah. He's been busy.
I just told Ernesto it was not my department. So
All you have to do is send an email or answer his question.
Yeah, Ernesto, send an email.
You
We'll
can
tell you how
literally
it
just
works.
send the email to you if anything.
Yeah, he could send it to me. He could send a message to me. That's how he was messaging me. I was like,
Then why didn't he just write an email right then?
I don't know. We were too busy talking about why he doesn't have a cat of his own when all his pictures are of cats.
All right, so if you guys have any comments, questions, your own tip of the week, your own cat of the week, whatever it is, all you have to do is email us.
MousePIRE@gmail.com.
Or send a message through the MousePIRE page.
Or spam Tim's social medias, text messaging, phone,
Send
mailbox.
100 messages, one word per message to Dan Reyes. You'll have to piece it together like with a notepad.
My email finally won't be dry.
Whoa.
Do you have a special occasion coming up? Looking to personalize your trip with a keepsake? Create customized buttons for birthdays, engagements, family vacations, even bridal parties, or just because. Check out buttonsbydiggs.com today. Buttons by Diggs, Buttons by Diggs. Remember, those are buttons, not pins.
So that's about all we got for today?
That's about it for the MousePIRE Podcast.
Well, Dan was here. That was exciting.
Yes.
Yeah, we expect
Exciting
to
part
see
of
you.
my day. Dan is here. I said was. Dan
Oh,
is still here.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
How often,
He's sitting right next to me.
I don't know. Most of the summer. I
So-
have to decide next
Wait,
week if I want to see
I was
Suburban
gonna-
Legends or come on the podcast.
Oh, that's right, because you
that's
said
the
they're
day.
next Tuesday.
Yeah, it's next Tuesday. Yeah.
Well, we understand if you don't show up next Tuesday,
That's okay.
but
we can do without you.
Whoa.
Ish.
I'm glad you can.
Can you guys do without me? Because I might go see Suburban Legends with Dan.
I was thinking about going.
Wait. There's a couple weeks you missed. Maybe we'll reschedule. It's better than Roseanne. See how that worked out?
Oh. The Connors.
Yeah.
I did see another article
The
about that.
Valerie's
actually.
family. Roseanne's family.
I did see another.
It was the Hogan family.
The Hogan
That
family.
was what it was.
Oh, right.
I said Harper's, but it was Hogan. Yes.
I did see another article where Roseanne talks about how she was trying to take some credit for saving everyone's jobs, and implied very heavily that they are going to be doing a show without her, which would be
We'll
cool.
see.
All right, so don't forget, AMC will run its last movies on Sunday.
Bye.
Exactly. So if you guys want to go head over there,
When you're listening to this, that means you got like 2 days, maybe.
yeah, go head over there and check out The Incredibles 2 and say goodbye to AMC.
Go see Solo again. It needs it.
Yeah, and AMC will be moving over to Garden Walk.
When though? Do you know?
No, I don't know, but you can go over there and spend your $20 parking there. I don't know.
It's strange that they just gutted their movie theater to put in the House of Blues, and now they're adding another movie theater.
Yeah.
Garden Walk's
But,
really trying.
Hey,
It is
more
trying.
power to them. I
And
think.
plus, they're building that Marriott hotel over there too. So
Oh, yeah, in that back corner.
yeah, so we'll see what happens over there. Maybe with the hotel, it'll be booming more business or whatever. We'll see.
Walking distance to eat.
Yes. All right, so yeah, check. Don't go to Garden Walk yet because AMC's not there yet. But yeah, AMC will be closing on Sunday. After Sunday, it'll be closed, and probably put a little wall up over there. There's a little wall up right in front of the entrance of ESPN Zone, but they still have the screens going, so you can watch ESPN while you're in downtown Disney.
But you know what's creepy?
What's creepy?
The heads don't tilt anymore.
Oh, they turned that off.
They turned off the like rotating, the little tilting
Yeah, the
heads
ones on the
of
side.
the sports players. So when you go over there, they're just frozen.
What are you talking about?
You
The
wouldn't-
statues that are on the building.
On which one?
On ESPN, like
They
walking
moved?
towards the Disneyland Hotel.
The heads went like this,
I never knew that.
Yeah, they turned.
and now they're off.
Well, I wouldn't miss it then.
And yeah, don't be alarmed when you get to downtown Disney and you see Wetzel's Pretzels
Sorry, I was
closed.
alarmed.
Yeah, he got alarmed.
I heard donut.
Can't get your sugar fix, but you can go to the mall.
Yeah, you can go to the mall and get your Wetzel's Pretzels and your pretzel dogs and whatever's going on over there. I don't know. Probably be open in about like 6 weeks or so with a brand new interior. That's what I'm looking for. So we'll see how that goes over there. And we'll check out what's going on with World of Disney and all that construction, if they are closing that walkway, which I heard they were supposed to. So we'll see what's going on with that. If you're going to be bothered by all that construction, just don't go over there.
Yeah,
Hey.
you're still gonna park at the structure.
Yes, all day.
He's a glutton for punishment.
Okay.
He hates the bus that much.
I really do.
It reminds me of the short bus. Hey, we got social medias. You know what to do. Find them. Follow us. If you're already following us, well, you can skip this part. But you should really be following us, see what's going on. Don't mind me. I get political. It's MousePIRE on Facebook. MousePIRE at MousePIRE on the Twitters and the Instagrams. At Dubex for Life on the Twitter.
Oh,
he's Dan Reyes.
I am Dan.
He's not fresh. He is not one.
He's nothing
just
of
Dan.
these things. Dan is Reyes.
I am the returning Dan. Danzig77 on Twitter and Instagram. DANSZIG 77.
And tell him about your podcast, please.
I also have my own podcast, the Extraordinary Culture Podcast. Find us on iTunes, Stitcher, TuneIn, or say, Alexa, play the Extraordinary Culture Podcast.
Well, I'm Tim. On Facebook, Tim Fresh 1, hyphen between the fresh and the one. Got an awesome group called Mouse Lovers 1313. You should check us out. Have some interesting, fun questions when you join. That's pretty much it. Who are you?
I'm Diggs. And you can follow me on Instagram at Blue1313. Also follow Buttons by Diggs on Instagram. There you'll see when your button order's going out. And don't forget to head over to dgpclothing.com and get your MousePIRE gear.
Yeah, like my shirt. I have one. Really nice.
And you can also follow DGP Clothing on Instagram, and that's DGP Clothing. D as in Donald, G as in Goofy, P as in Pluto, Clothing, DOTCOM. That's on Instagram. And don't forget to
What about Daisy and Mickey?
I ran out of
Minnie?
I ran out of letters.
Gosh, man. So rude.
Don't forget to head over to patreon.com/MousePIRE. Help support the podcast.
Do that.
And you can, like we say, you can also listen to MousePIRE on YouTube.
You can make the Michael the Mail Guy donation for $3.
There you go. That's for Patreon.
Which won't cover enough to buy anything, really.
I thought you got a free hot dog.
No,
half of a hot dog.
Maybe. And head over to YouTube. You can listen to the MousePIRE podcast there when Tim the Tech has time to post our episodes. He's been busy and all that kind of stuff. And real quick, shout out to my nephew who turned 16 today.
Yay,
happy birthday to Christian, and happy birthday to Connor. Turns 15 on Sunday.
Oh, they're close together.
Yes. That's about it for me.
We've got nothing else, so...
And until next time, remember, it's not about the color of your hat, it's how you use it. So for Dwight Clark, IHOP, and Anthony Bourdain, I'm Anthony.
I'm Dan.
I'm Tim.
I'm Diggs. Bye.
Making sounds.
Turners, they were not.
You can do it after. This podcast is intended for entertainment and informational purposes only. Audio, sound bites, and other clips are property of their copyright holders. All original stuff is ours and property of MousePIRE.com.
Hey, fuckwad. He's lost in his phone.
Lost.
And I'm the one that gets made fun of for being in my phone.
Hey.
Yeah.
Shut up.
Yeah, what about Kate Spade?
Oh,
She gets no love?
I forgot about her.
Well, do it again.